really good sheet of cut jam.
Welcome, everybody, to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you could join us for Atavar Ascension, episode 79. Can you believe 79? Holy crap. So, as always, we've got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, which you should be able to see the links pop up in chat in YouTube and Twitch here momentarily. So, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, they're a great company. Go check them out. Check out their website, criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. They are a locally owned, family-owned company here out of Central Florida, and they've got all sorts of things, dice trays, dice bags, and tons of miniatures. Dice, baby, exactly. They are awesome. Check them out, and if you decide to buy some in their online store, make sure you use the discount code TOGG15 for 15% off your purchase. And don't forget, if you're in the Orlando area, coming up in, not this weekend, but the very next weekend, is MegaCon, and they will have their booth there. They're actually one of the first booths that you will see as you walk in the door to the vendor hall. So come check them out.
So ignore them and walk.
Yeah, and you'll be able to see Oscar and I are going to be there working the booth, helping out. Feel free to come say hi.
Best birthday weekend ever.
Say you heard about them from our channel, from Totally Online Gaming Group. And you know what? If you come say hi and tell us that you're a fan of the channel, I might have a little special present for you, a free gift. So
It's a good gift, I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest.
So come say hi to us. Also, FanRoll. Check out FanRoll. Again, links down in the YouTube and Twitch chats. Check that out. And using that link, if you decide to purchase something, it'll help the channel. So we really appreciate that and appreciate the support. And last but not least, one of our favorites of all, SideQuest Cards and Games. Have at it.
It's Jen from SideQuest.
Okay. I guess I'm Zach.
Who that?
I said you're Jen.
Um,
Hi, you're Jen.
will also be at MegaCon. However, we will be in the werewolf room 310H-ish. No, C&D. C&D.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll be running werewolf the whole time, so that'll be us. Also, Zach, your turn.
Ladies and gentlemen and everybody else, please come to SideQuest MiniCon. That'll be Sunday, April 6th, 2025.
Sunday.
Actually, it is Sunday. There'll be a good old 9-hour event from 1 p.m. till 10 p.m. We have several vendors, several food trucks, several panels, lots of events, including some of the people here at this table. Possibly all if they want to show up.
I have an event. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna go.
We just got to convince you. That's really all it
It's
is.
just Daniel.
It's just Daniel.
It's always fucking Daniel.
Tickets are free, so please just go ahead, head to sidequestcardsandgames.com, go to the ticket page, add it to your cart, and buy it. It is free, so you'll check out at $0.00. And we will have your ticket sent to your email.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
can claim any number of tickets, just don't be an asshole and claim 50.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Yeah,
planning on bringing 50 people.
50 people.
So if you want to come with a bunch of friends, do some of D&D with the Pathfinder Society, which we have on staff, or join the Open Gaming Library, board games, do Werewolf, listen to the panels, or generally just hang out and maybe give Jason a purple nurple.
No.
You can come out and do so. You have my explicit permission to assault Jason. This is a call to violence.
Oh, really? Okay. Wait a minute. Didn't you gain a level last time?
It's like, go to the convention, right? Yeah, who's gonna touch me?
Either way, thank you all so much, and I believe that's the end of the sponsored segment.
All right. Anybody else have any other announcements that they want to share?
Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey.
Check out Totally Whiskey and Wine. We have several episodes up and posted. If you are at all curious about wine, spirits, or anything in between, feel free to check out the YouTube channel, Totally Whiskey and Wine. It is affiliated to this channel.
Yep.
We should probably put a link to that on the main YouTube page.
Yeah, we'll do that.
But
we'll definitely add that.
yeah, come check that out. We've got some reviews, some general discussions. We just did a big blind tasting for the Old Forester lineup.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It
That
was
really
fun.
Oh, follow them on
No invite?
Instagram.
What the fuck?
Mhm.
You're gonna be on a guest thing. I'll pull
Yeah,
some bullshit. I'm gonna be like, hey, tell me about it,
What the
and be
fuck?
super bad about it.
Yes, absolutely. Now,
Only rum episodes.
one other thing we
gonna
want
be
to mention
I like tequila.
is we are monetized and we are trying to grow. And if you want to support the channel, one of the things you can do is you can super chat us if you're watching on YouTube, or you can donate Twitch bits if you're watching on Twitch. And as an added benefit to that, if you choose to super chat us or donate Twitch bits, you can say what you would like to see happen. You can have an effect on the game where we can, we'll do some crazy stuff like, hey, DM, double the number of monsters in this combat. Okay. Hey, why don't we give Gold triple advantage on this roll because he's been rolling like shit all game? Or Leon, you must now talk in a really bad Russian accent. Or whatever. If you want to mess with the game and have a little bit of fun, we encourage you to do that. It's a way to show your support, helps us out, and lets you be a part of the game. And last but not least, yes, today, as mentioned in the announcements, we are doing a giveaway. We will be giving away one of these Atavar Ascension whiskey glasses. And just give me a moment here. Bang, there, you'll be able to see it now in the stream. You can see that is our Atavar Ascension whiskey glass. And the winner of tonight's giveaway will receive one of those. I will be shipping that out to them. Wow. If you're watching on TikTok or on X,
be better.
on either one of those, it's a little bit more difficult for us to include you in the giveaway, but we are going to do our best and try, and we will give you the details on that. It'll probably happen about midway through the session, so we will see you, about then, and hopefully you'll stick with us and watch up until that point. But I think that's it for announcements. Finally, does anybody have anything else they would like to announce or anything special? No? Going once?
Giggle.
Going twice? Okay.
Oh, Zach has an amazing shirt on.
He does. He does. I love his shirt. Yeah.
I wonder what this shirt's referencing.
I don't know. Let's ask the goblin.
We'll ask the goblin. But in that case, without further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension. Discord or
Phone.
Are you subscribed to the channel?
okay, we are back.
Good.
So, where we last left off, Persephone had yet to come down from sleeping in, as she tends to do, as the rest of the party, all at the Broken Spire, had come down for a breakfast. Bjorn being covered in a little bit of puke from last night and his
I fixed it.
over drinking, took a little holiday over to the bathhouse and got himself cleaned up. Came back. They had some breakfast,
Spa episode.
and
Yeah.
and then eventually Persephone
His
came down
his fingers
to join them.
Cucumbers, like, this is fantastic.
When she did, as the party is sitting around the table discussing what is to happen, a messenger arrived, delivering a message from Jaloon. The message essentially said
Or pina colada.
to Thunder, Snoring Mountain,
Thunder.
yep, that hey, I would love to meet you today, and of course the Enchanting Gold. And we can discuss some future business opportunities. We can have some fun and relax and see where the night takes us. Which is kind of the inn that the party was looking for in order to maybe see if they can find a way to weasel out some invitations to Lord Shadowbanes' soiree that he's having tonight.
Lord Small Dick.
Yep, as you tend to call him.
As we tend to call him.
Yes,
I've never called him that.
You should.
but
That's his name.
then after
I'll be the judge.
after receiving that message and the messenger leaving, not too long after that, Vesper arrived. saw the party, approached them, looked at them, and said, "We may have a problem." And that is where we left off.
The problem part.
Who said we have a problem?
Vesper.
And that's.
Vesper is the
bitch
the
he's
elf
fucking.
that
Okay.
is.
There we
What
go.
the fuck?
I just had to verify I was thinking the right
Yeah.
thing.
Am I wrong?
No, she's my queen.
There you go.
Well, do you care to elaborate on our problems, or are we just gonna leave it on a
Dummy mommy.
cliffhanger?
No.
Oh.
So that's what you say?
That's what Percy asked.
So, we probably need to go up to one of the rooms and talk
I'm
about
not
this.
gonna lie, I thought we were in one.
No, you're down in the
Alright.
bar area.
Hip hip.
We'll go up to one of the rooms.
Hooray!
Okay.
What you toss that to me for?
I don't know if it was one of your guys'.
No.
Once you get up there, she says, "I looked into it. It's going to be really, really difficult to get you all in. Jaloon does have some influence, but I think even he is probably not going to be able to bring more than about half of you in with him as guests, if you can even procure that. So we need to figure out how to get the rest of you in there."
How many of us can be indivisible? With liberty and justice
I
for
can.
all.
Before we speak on invisibility, would it not be best to test rather the shadows can see the invisible before you just casually stroll into the palace?
Time to get into character.
I think I should be indivisible.
As far as getting others in, I figured the obvious would be attendants of ours, so Bjorn and possibly Torbrek.
Well, I placed myself as his bodyguard to be protection, so at least we have that angle going for us.
Worry not about that, comrade. Act as his bodyguard. I'll find a way in.
Meow.
Meow.
That's right.
Hello,
you're
you
right.
steal the cat.
Yes. Still the stupid fucking cat.
You can change it at any time.
I can't.
No, you love it.
It's an obligation.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Oh,
Roll a D100.
Oh. Okay.
yeah, I think so.
That's my dice tray.
Yes.
Well, give me all your dice are right there.
Yes.
All right,
Yes, I
so
know.
So I
Vesper's like, we need to come up with something, and
I never
if you want, and if we can find a way, I will join you.
I think the more hands
However,
will only dirty the dish at this point.
Yes, if it is better without me, I am fine with that. But if you need me, I will join you. But we need to find a way to still get in and make it happen.
I mean,
24.
That is not a 69.
No, that is not even three
That's
away.
not even close to a 69. Try better
So-
next time.
Yeah,
I would
well,
take the
30
deal
away.
anyway.
the
I have no
plan is
reason
the
to.
plan is Leon owns gold. I watch over gold, so make sure nothing bad happens.
Let us stop right there.
I'm talking about hypotheticals right now. I'm not talking about you actually own him. Own him.
I don't want to own him hypothetically either.
You're his pimp.
Gold,
Based
I'm
off of what happened
uncomfortable.
last session, you told us.
If you're uncomfortable, then I must be fucking Stark at this point.
You're a wonderful person.
I'm well aware of how wonderful I am.
So, Gold, did you get laid or?
No, I did not, thankfully.
But he was a good slut.
He was arm candy.
I-
I'm
like
sorry,
those
were
two
you
kinda go
in
hand
the
in
room?
hand.
Did I
That's
see you
not-
by any chance?
Oh, I thought it was a wumbo.
Like it pans over and it's just Torre.
You can see that there's like a slit and there's just a pull, like very obvious in the fucking eye of this man.
Records in the closet. Just
I feel like
looking out.
Those
he's
are
just behind me on
right.
top of my head, also looking through the
Oh
window.
hell no.
No, I fulfilled my obligation as arm candy.
And he's a
I may not have had many partners, but I certainly know how to tease.
I hate this.
listen. Since Gold got the invitation, that means he did very well.
I may have tugged on his shirt a little bit.
So here's the thing.
Goblins like that, I hear.
Realistically, the only people we have to worry about trying to get in, you can get in with anybody because you can just schmooze up any royal and just try to get in that way.
At this stage in the game, I don't think that's an option. I think showing up to a noble's doorstep and wanting to
I don't have to
fuck
show
them
up at their doorstep. How many fucking single nobles out there are looking for arm candy to bring to the party?
I was gonna say, Vesper knows a couple more nobles that we can try to
Remind-
get in as.
Remind
know
me
at
real
least
quick. Are
one
we
other
trying to
one
kill the
wasn't
guy that
gay.
gets us party, or are
Yeah,
we trying
you-
to interrogate him?
Yeah, you do
that
know-
is a possible
There
sub-objective.
were two like potential.
For him,
I'm gonna
it's
get
a
anyway.
positive
a
sub-objective.
jacket or
For the
Well-
rest of us, it's a no. We
Well,
don't want to.
Vesper
You
does
don't wanna
pipe
kill
up
him?
when
I don't even want to.
when
look
Persephone
at him.
mentions the other nobles. She says, "Yeah, there,
I want to see the rod is there. And I want to get the
Yeah.
fuck out of
So
the
we're
way.
just
there
asking
is
about
Doggy
the
Torin,
That is all gold cares about.
our and Setos as options as well."
Or do we think the rod is in there?
A list.
I think it's gonna be inside the capital.
So we have, through the information gathered from his, I'm gonna call it a citadel. I know it's not citadel. Monastery. There we go. From his monastery, that the nearest rod was going to be there. We then took the dragons back to get there. And the only obvious location, based on what we know about how the rods change the physiology of the landscape around it, is that it's going to be in like the center of this, like, what caused this like ravine in this former volcano.
Oh, so you just want to look at it and then know about it?
I need to know it's there. That is all gold needs to know.
Okay, but what if when we know the answer, what is the next objective?
Gather everyone, rip a hole in reality, and leave. According
but
to
if
gold.
it's there, why not deal with it?
What are we gonna do? Remove it? We've very clearly not been able to do that.
Well, we clearly haven't been trying hard enough.
You're right. We haven't had a barbarian to rip it from the fucking earth.
Yeah, I'm
I bet I could rip it out of
only
the ground.
switching. There's only so much muscle I got in me.
I believe I also tried to remove it at one point. I think
I
it was
don't think
another rod.
I'm
With-
just saying, like,
With
why not?
Gold's immense high
Try.
strength score.
No, I think you
Gold
were,
would have used technique, not
I
strength.
thought you were a gorilla when you tried to rip it out.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if we
No, that's right. I was transformed to a fucking like giant ape.
The,
Yeah,
the
so
last time I ever used that spell, because it felt
The only time and I fucking tried to rip it out of the ground. That shit did not work. We'd be better off removing the ground around it.
I mean, we could make
That
that,
might
happen
be a good
too.
idea.
I'm just saying, if we just see it there and then know about,
like
what's the
Doug
point of
Dimmadog's
us
hand, it
even
just
going?
keeps extending into the ground
The
forever.
point is knowing rather the
Yes, we're fucked right there specifically. Bye.
I think we could have walked to the volcano by now.
Yeah, like just take the bird to the volcano the whole time. It's
To be,
fine.
to be fair, it also I get that the goal is just to see the rod and get the fuck out, but also
But why? What was the point of coming here if I'm just gonna go? Yeah, we here. Cool.
that's what no, but this is why I'm saying we should take out the guy in charge because he's letting these soul suckers just roam around, which I'm assuming the demons are eventually going to get their hands on to infuse them with the root power to make their own army. That's my thinking. Because
Has there
before
been any indication that these guys are abusing the root?
I've seen no sense of
Well,
demonic.
the,
since
the
we've
the
been
reason I
here,
think of
other
this
than
is
the
because when
demons.
we had Alpha in the group, the demons were after Alpha because of the organism that he was to absorb power from the demon root to then be used
Demons were after Alpha.
against us.
Uh,
So if these soul suckers are all fungus people like Alpha
think
and they get the
Gold was
root
after
infused
Alpha.
in them,
I don't. Think
So-
that
it's an army that's going to be powerful than what we can handle.
I think
with-
that, like,
Torbrick,
shadow
what
bullshit.
inclination has given you the thought that they're fungus?
Alpha told us she was a fungus. I thought Alpha's told.
No, but the shadow people. You said that they're.
Well, no, because someone did an insight check and they realized that they were fungus people.
I don't.
I thought somebody
that's
did.
accurate. No, I think
I
we
think,
were
yeah.
like shadow people. No,
Yes.
He's metagaming so hard he's transcending.
Hey guys,
He's making his own.
maybe the fungus was the shadows we made along the way.
Someone shoot that guy.
Roll it.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Well,
Fine.
here's my thinking. If the war comes to where you're from, and they have this backup army of all these soul suckers to go after a certain target in your home world, they're going to be harder to kill.
What's to say that they wouldn't be allies in that war?
What's to say that the crazy demon king or the crazy person that's running this place is going to go to the highest bidder?
So
They don't need a highest
What is our
bidder.
goal
They're there
even to do
protect
here
their own
right now?
interests.
Just see the rod and leave?
That was the point I was
That makes no
making.
sense.
Like, why
I feel like
not
we need to take
do
the guy that's
something
out
about
in
it?
charge.
Okay, so the reason why we need to see the rod is we have geographically linked this location with that of the prime material. If we know that the rods are overlapping, we know the ley lines themselves overlap. And if there are multiple rods being placed in these locations,
You can
they're trying to rip holes in reality to merge the planes.
basically
Shouldn't we be trying to stop it then?
That's why we're here.
No, we're here apparently to take a look-sees and bounce
You
out.
just said we were here to leave.
I know, are we doing it the same page?
Nobody is
We are
letting
in
him
a cult.
speak.
We need to stop the rod placement. The rods that are already there, we have tried to remove.
So we're gonna stop
We
this.
have gone to ancient locations and have seen that we cannot remove them.
So how are we gonna try to remove it?
We don't.
So
We need to stop the next rods being placed.
I don't
and then
understand.
deal with
Gold,
the root
Gold
of the
is
issue.
taking this mission as a form of information to protect the
And you're-
primaterial plane.
And why interject in a society that we have no argument of being here?
That's
Well,
We
was
are
the
foreigners
argument
here.
not that
There's
we're
no
trying to
reason
save
To be
for us.
fair, he's not a foreigner here.
No, he's not.
That's why my goals differ from what Gold wants.
And Vesper,
see.
Vesper speaks up. She says, "Look, I was under the impression that you were going to help
I
me
forgot
out.
she was here when we're talking about.
Oh shit!
You heard nothing.
I was under the impression you were going to help me out
Vesper,
in
you,
deposing Lord Shadowbane.
he's the only one who signed your accord. I said no such thing.
That broke his box.
Simply
I'm
put, if
itching
I
for
assist
combat.
you indirectly, fine. But I have not made any agreement to deal with Lord Shadowbane until I see any reason to deal with him.
I feel like we did, but it's a few sessions ago, so I probably missed it.
I feel like Lord Shadowbane is dealing with the demons.
Until I see evidence.
Maybe we'll get some.
I mean, how else do you have an army of these
I'm gonna
freaking
test out a
these
theory.
weird soul
and I-
suckers if they're not a little
This
bit?
guy itself, I want to look like one of the Dementors.
Okay,
Dude, do I
How
look
do you do, fellow
convincing enough?
Dementors?
sure. I mean, it's not really hard to, with this guy itself, you can literally mimic anything, especially if you've seen what it
That
looks
guy's
like.
this
Yeah.
sure does look
I just want to
suckable,
scale
huh,
of 1
guys?
to 10, like convincing
Yeah.
enough to
What?
manage.
Sure, it's an illusion spell. As long as they don't interact with you
Oh,
directly,
it's
they don't
evil.
get a save.
And they
Or
cannot
if they don't
do
have
it
things like
Clearly
true
not
sight
one
or
of
something.
Yeah.
Get him.
Okay.
But she looks at you and she says, "Look, I understand where you're coming from and what goals you wish. I'm doing my best to help you accomplish your goals. All I'm asking for is to help me and mine,
I think we can kill a guy. I have no issue killing a guy.
I yearn for battle.
which is why I offered to come with. I would not put you in any danger I am not willing to be a part of."
And you'll find that I told you that you not need come. Don't get me wrong. Your help would be appreciated.
I think she wants to.
What I simply ask is I'm a protector of the natural order. If he...
And this
As-
is unnatural.
in what way? Explain.
Insert world problem
For
here.
the last 400 years, the rot that he has brought to this place. Look around you. This is not what this was. It is not what it has ever been. In the history of my people, this city was once glorious. It reflected the natural world of the Feywild.
You're just a
It worked in harmony with it. Now, look at this place. It is dark. It is evil. It is corrupt. The denizens around here, myself included, we have to do things that are vile just to survive. That is not natural.
Gold
And
would
it
like
is
to-
all because of him.
Gold would like to make an insight check.
I feel like she's
Go
pretty
for it.
for reals.
She's the actual villain.
I mean, my passive insight is 18. Is she telling the truth?
I think my passive insight is about that.
I don't think the passive
but-
gets to replace an insight check.
Yeah, it's passive. You pick up on certain things, but you don't get the whole picture.
What
I
I'm
would also like
really
an insight
looking
just to see
for,
if-
it's
I
not
believe
her intention here.
Mhm.
It's more or less a reflection of what I
I
have
rolled
seen
above
since
10.
being here
Mhm.
in my
Oh, it's-
experience in the Feywild.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
flat.
13.
Okay.
21.
Insight, that will be a 16.
Okay. So, based on what what are you? Because he's looking for something specific. What are you guys looking
Does
for?
she seem genuine, sincere at a 13?
Okay. And what are you looking for?
I'm confirming that the boon that I made is a trustworthy one, and that her goal is to bring this place back to an actual order.
Okay, what you get is she is on the verge of tears. She is bearing her soul.
Gold,
This
we
is
have
something-
to help her.
This is something very, very important to her.
See the puppy dog eyes fold.
What you get
Adorable.
is that the boon, the deal she offered you is genuine, and you can hear it in her voice. I mean, there's almost like a little bit of a tremble behind it because she's on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
Gold, everything she is saying, you're thinking about what you've seen so far. You're thinking about everything she says. And as far as you're concerned, everything is lining up. She clearly, whether it's actually true or not, she believes it to her core. And what you have seen is that what she's saying, the evidence is all around.
So look at Rod, kill other guy, then peace out.
Gold, we have to help them.
Gold, this is the piece that I want to say.
Need not say anything. I'll step before Vesper.
Son of a bitch. I'm in.
I'm gonna pull out my sword.
Oh, he stabs her. I'm going right after Gold.
Yay!
I'm going to take a knee. And I will bear my sword to my own neck.
Alright, well,
I owe
see how
you
that
an
helps
apology.
us.
Is he gonna kill himself?
I don't know.
My own hubris and my own perceived notion of what is the natural order has blinded me. If you wish to pull the sword and draw my neck, you may.
Percy roll her out.
However,
Mhm.
I hate rot. I hate vile. I hate the unnatural more than you know.
She looks at you, and she kind of leans in, and she's right in your face.
I'm not looking at her. I'm looking down
Okay,
at the floor.
but her face comes right down, right near yours, and she says, just loud enough you guys can actually pick it up. You don't have to roll perception for it. But she says to you, she says, "Get up. You're no good to anyone dead."
Get the fuck up, Sam.
That's a good one.
We got a city to burn.
Time to wake the fuck up.
roll, dude. Roll.
Time to wake the fuck up, samurai.
Man, is this 2014? All right. Gold will stand, sheath his sword. Change of plans. This is now an assassination attempt.
That's what my goal was
So
originally.
also find Rod and then kill a guy. So the
Rod-
thing I said to begin with.
Rod, kill a guy, and go from there.
I'll be so honest, I thought that was the plan.
Rod,
Already.
kill a guy,
Yeah, it's-
escape. Well, I wasn't planning for an assassination. Now I gotta fucking figure out what I want to do.
13.
So, the situation now becomes, how can I further leverage the goblin into allowing us a private conversation with the Dark Lord?
I can think of a certain type of leverage.
It better not involve penis.
The only leverage that I
You
see.
slides off.
That's a new T-shirt.
The
You-
only,
So jokes on you, goblin anatomy, they're not called penises.
Oh.
to be fair,
Hold on. Debate topic here. Is it penises or peni?
Peni.
Alright, then
I
you
don't
corrected yourself.
care what it's called. The issue that we have at hand is if we're doing this, we still need to get the big boy in.
We should kick down the front door. I'm feeling
And-
fired up.
Honestly, if possible, I do wish to come.
And an extra ally is not.
Can you not do the same plan? I was
Bard,
gonna
can you say a
do
joke
where
about
you
this?
Smooth up one of the.
That's
many
what she
examples of-
said.
I could.
Thank you.
I would
Low hanging fruit.
prefer not.
I'm just saying it's
Her eyes kind of
option.
flash.
The moment you say that, my eyes go dead shot, looking straight at you.
Oh, because you've never had to fuck for fucking any mission at all, have you?
No, I was raised in a fucking monastery.
Well,
What do you expect?
okay,
This is his first
that's
time
fair.
getting it.
You're right.
I
I've
love
seen
that.
your monastery. I
This
have
is
no
what's
idea what to
happened
expect.
at Atavar.
It's just dick jokes.
Fair.
Tactful sex jokes and fucking for progress in the story.
Yeah.
Is that not what is normal progression?
For you,
It's like fucking game on Steam now.
I miss fighting the werewolf.
I
No, the evil one.
I can kick down the front door.
That one too.
that we did that. It failed
It didn't work.
When did we do?
So here's
Werewolf.
at the shack. Anyways,
Oh,
here's
okay.
the plan. You
Well, we're
have
like
it in.
level 2 back
You
then.
have it in. You might be able to bring one more person in. She could probably find her way in by
I can
schmoozing
get
into
in,
another
no
royal,
I can get it.
which then eventually can get her in. But
yes, if you would like to do that, I can accompany you as maybe a handler or bodyguard. And
I was gonna do the disguise self thing.
I have an idea for our Bjorn fellow.
I will say this before you continue: the goblin was also interested in this big guy as well. He was very steadfast, if you know what I mean.
Yo.
You ever heard of 2 for 1?
So if
I don't
Leon would-
don't wish to picture this.
Leon would say that
I'm
he
not
also
interested.
works with this character, that may be a way to get the 3 of you in.
Not happening.
You shut up, you dumb whore.
So
I am not a dumb whore, which is why I won't do it.
the only flaw
Shut up, bitch.
I see in that plan is you two engaged him separately from us. If we suddenly reconvene, it's going to appear that that was a setup.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't know that I work. My plan was that I work for him as your protector. I wasn't there at the club because it was
Then-
my night off. So
Can you not
it
just
doesn't
more
have to
than
be me.
one
It could be
bodyguard?
him. But the thing is, he was playing cards with him, so it doesn't work that way.
You were also playing cards with him.
Yes, that's the other thing.
I think it's all too convenient.
What if
I'll
I
be
just
honest.
stayed on standby?
I think the loaming assassin seems more a fitting character to be my bodyguard than the two of you who bumbly fooled your way into a card game.
perhaps. Are you good at cards?
Um,
I'm the greatest.
I'm pretty sure I
No,
had
you
a hand
suck
too.
ass.
No, Bjorn
I've
did
heard
great.
tales. You
I was so good he had to cheat.
I've heard tales. You do extremely well.
Thank you.
It's like it's a little condescending. You can pick it up.
I can't.
I can
All
tell
at face value.
people.
You're such a sweet boy.
I can tell you. I'm good at poker.
Are you good at
I
deception?
think better things for you two to do.
Is to go with
So
percentage.
paint the picture for me.
No.
What is this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Look
yes,
for
Oh
I
yeah.
would.
So
I
you
would
you
you can be
I
very
went
good.
for sleight of hand. That's
I
what I
would,
would
yeah, I would be.
What is this place that we're going
Imagine
to?
him pulling the horses,
Well,
pulling
okay.
the ox.
Well, hold on. We got too many people talking at once, so it's kind of hard to.
Very
know
well.
if they care
I'll
about
stop
what
my
I asked you.
conversation. Y'all continue.
So, to answer your question, Vesper did give you a description of the quote unquote the palace grounds. They're not really a palace, but she gave you a description of it because it belonged to her family. She didn't ever live there because this happened before she was born when it was taken over. But she heard stories from her family members before they passed on about what it looked like and the grandeur of it and the layout. So she was able to get you a general layout.
The reason I'm asking is I'm thinking about just like staying on standby and like climbing a wall, breaking in, so to speak,
Did-
if shit hits the fan.
Would she have given me a
Given us-
description to Dimension Door in safely?
No.
No.
Okay, well. I
Well,
can't
Gold
help
had a
you.
good plan for that. We could try to find jobs
I
at
didn't
the
buy. I
palace.
didn't get
Well,
teleported.
I'm not interested in the jobs that you are partaking in.
No. As groundskeepers or caring for horses.
Or you're
to get us-
chopping the firewood with your mighty axe.
Well, my question was because perhaps one of the other potential targets, I believe, is actually a gambler as well. And if we happen to catch them, I don't know if they will be, but it's possible that they may be at one of the gambling houses sometime today. maybe if you're good enough, we could get their money and potentially even goad them into invitations and putting those on the line.
So here's the thing. With her plan, I like that. What could happen is I go with you.
He's a terrible card player. Don't take him.
No, no. I'm not going to be playing cards. I'm going to be watching over
No,
her.
you two going with her.
Yeah,
and
as
then-
hired guards. And basically, we're mercenaries. They get hired for protection if someone's going gambling. We go with her. We find our way in. And that way, you don't have to worry about waiting on standby, trying to get killed, trying to just get into the palace.
Nobody's going to kill me.
Listen,
I die on my own terms.
brother, listen. You are the strongest. You are the strongest man I've ever known.
Blood coins.
But you are not the brightest.
Yeah, you have some.
Okay. I was like, 'cause if I'm gambling, I need to make it.
That was obvious.
like
He's
I
not
have money.
illuminated
You
at all.
guys have some soul coins.
Dummy.
He's not a light. He's like a flicker that you would rub two sticks to try to get. That's
No, his rebuttal is fucking perfect.
so. I'm okay with that plan. I'll go with him as your bodyguards. You go to gamble. You try to make as much money as you can and try to
I
get
guess
us
we'll
in that
fuck
way.
off and live with
Well,
the
you need to get pretty.
That is not the PR word I thought you were about to say the way you hesitated on that.
You need to get beautiful.
You need to get pregnant.
Ah,
No, we're not going so far.
old as
It's a
boy
long
preggers.
con.
Is this that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he has a baby?
Twins. Or is that twins or no? I don't know. It's one of those.
I didn't say that.
I say we take the day for you to do what you have to do. Meet with your goblin friend. I go with Persephone and him to go try to get an invitation in. And when we meet back here tonight, we figure out a plan because the party, I'm assuming, is tomorrow.
This
The,
plan is
the
totally
goblin's
up in the
kind
air,
of
though.
nasty. I bet if I wear the same fucking outfit, he'd love it.
I mean, that works.
I don't think I need to do anything. I think I just need to go in the same outfit.
So,
Hold on, I go up to Gold, I ruffle your hair a little bit. Perfect.
all right. So,
It falls
what
right back down.
what are your official plans here?
Based off of what Vesper said,
I
if
gotta
she
go
can get a
gamble.
gambling way to get in us, I will serve as her bodyguard and go with her to show off as just like a hired gun. I'm just a hired gunman. Because
Okay.
that's
You have a gun?
this
Yeah,
is why you're
two
not
of
the
them.
brains of this
You
operation.
just said you were a gunman.
There are two of them.
Yeah.
So I will go
I'm
with her
always
as a protector.
carrying.
What I will do before I go, though, I will go to the corner, take the dragon flask, the water sack, put a little bit in like a small flask. I'll hand it over to Gold. Use this in case of emergencies. It's the dragon's alcohol. It will get him so fucked up he's not gonna realize what he's
What the
saying.
hell?
It's a good get out of jail free card, basically, so you don't have to sleep with him.
I think I'm feeling tipsy just being in the presence of that.
I just want to make sure your
Alright.
asshole doesn't get torn.
Okay.
The fuck?
I got mending.
This is where we find out the goblin's been a bottom this whole time. And all these jokes are fucking for naught.
So,
Doesn't matter. I'm going with her.
How?
Try to gamble our way into an
okay,
invitation.
you get to join. Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. And then you two, and once again, Vesper says, if you'll have me, I can act as bodyguard, if you will.
I think you would best serve as a protection role for us.
Pretty woman
Very well.
walking down the street.
Also, help me keep an eye on you so we can take things slow.
Okay, but I'm seeing someone. I'm sorry. I just I gotta roll. I gotta roll. That was a bad joke.
I'm not interested. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Not that
He
way.
doesn't
27.
swing that way.
And
No,
you've
it's
got
more
eyes
to
for
the goblin.
someone else.
I know.
The goblin.
You're
Yeah.
right. You remember in Kyver,
Who?
the pet shop girl.
Ew.
What?
Forgot about that.
Come up. I never remember. Oh, yeah. No, what's his name? Session 13 callback.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Way.
You volunteered.
Oh, you're a volunteer for something else, and it
Alright.
wasn't for the
Yeah.
pet shop.
So, you two,
Sex.
you have a
That's what this
date.
game is.
Like
It's simply-
literally have an
Don't you have a
address.
kid on the way? So shut the fuck up.
All right. Hey, Gold and Leon. Or sorry, Thunder.
Thunder. Snoring Mountain. Don't forget the
Thunder.
last-
Thunder. Oh.
So you two and Vesper
Thunder makes it
have
back.
a date or an appointment, if you will, at Jaloom's residence to meet with him this afternoon. So I assume you head that way, and she can easily direct you because she was the one who found the address for you anyway.
I'll
kind of a
change the
smarty-tarty.
cummerbund to a not a yellow color, but to an orange color, showing more excitement.
Yes.
Oh,
Sounds good.
That's the only thing that changes.
Okay.
gold, if you don't mind. Do you mind if I give you a certain smell? If that's okay with you?
Explain how this is going to happen. That's the weirdest shit I've ever. heard.
The fairy brew that I make can also be used as a perfume.
The fuck kind of alcohol are you making?
I mean, to be fair, it's a very flowery.
Do you know what distillation is?
I'm just saying. I'm
I don't
just trying to help
believe
you
this
get your
man's
dick
ever
wet.
brewed in his
That's all I'm saying.
That was good.
He pulls out his trench coat of perfume.
Yes.
His other trench
Want to buy a
coat of
perfume?
alcohol.
Sometimes
You want to buy a sundial?
All right.
Rolls up the wrist. How many watches do you want? No.
You want to buy some dead sticks?
All right. In all seriousness, what do you mean the fairies? What's going on?
The
here?
reason why the fairies, when we won the bet and I was able to distract one, was because that was an actual liquor that I made. That was just a perfume essence to basically attract the scent, to basically make their hormones go crazy.
So you had some botanicals, distilled it to an insanely high proof, and then you allowed it to mature in a way that's going to be sprayable.
Basically, that's
How
what
do you know?
Roll
all of
nature
this?
to make sure you actually
You're right.
do that.
How do I know this?
He's just sitting here like,
Real life bullshit. Anyways,
Gold, when did you? I've never seen you brew anything.
I watched one guy do it. Anyways,
That's
it
the
have
way
to
with
share
the
every
tutorial.
little
also it's
hobby
not
with you?
brewing; it's distilling. Anyways,
I mean,
the
if you
fuck
wish,
is the
it's
difference?
just to
Beer.
you know
alcohol.
what? Give me 2 sprays, one on the neck and one on the midsection.
all right, open your
A little higher. No,
open your
I
pants.
said
Open your
midsection.
pants.
I said
I
midsection.
made hand open his pants.
Do you know that's actually a crime?
Not here, baby.
Everything is free in the Feywild, bitch.
The Dementors show
I
up
can
behind
recall
Cobra
that
and
a
just
lot of
arrest
people have
them.
gone to jail for that.
All right.
Feywild.
You're going with us.
What happens in the Feywild
Go.
stays in the
Sexual
Feywild.
magic crimes. It's even worse than normal sexual crimes or normal magic crimes.
Oh god.
This might be the last hurrah while you guys.
Yeah.
We're all going
okay,
to
and
jail.
we're probably officially canceled. So.
We should probably progress the
Well,
Well,
campaign.
hold on. This is after the 15-minute mark. We have not lost monetization.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, well
No.
after the 15-minute mark.
Well, you know what? We cursed within the first 2 minutes. I think
No,
we
we
lost
didn't.
money.
Actually, we didn't.
The first 30
Because the
seconds.
You're
first-
right. The fucking intro is like 4 minutes long.
So before everybody goes off to do
There's
this,
a reason.
before everybody goes off to the thing, Torbeck will stand up and say, "Listen, I need you to do this favor. Just help me get this done, and I will show you I can bring you an army if it ever gets to that point. That's all I offer."
How the fuck are you going to get an army?
How is that not?
If you could get an army, why don't you have them now?
Yeah.
Because we couldn't make it into the monk temple because of him.
Well, I feel like we still could.
So
We were in the monk temple.
I see no reason for an army when I see before my eyes an army of one.
Percy
Yes,
walks
G.I. Joe.
I've had enough of
out.
this.
Percy leaves.
Hey, that was just a backhanded compliment. You're okay.
Yeah. I will say this.
I show Percy where the gambling place is.
Yeah, well, we're getting to that.
No, we're still
I don't
leaving.
feel like we are.
We've been trying, but it's motivational speeches and
still
talking
here.
about sex. It's okay.
I will say this.
It's always the latter.
Shut the fuck up.
We get this
You
done.
started this.
I did not
We
here.
get this done, and
Really, your dad did, but it's because of you.
you at least help me accomplish my goal. It doesn't hurt to help me accomplish yours. Because you got me back home.
Man,
So I basically owe you a big one. A large favor.
You already owe me, but that's okay.
To be fair, I don't owe you. I owe the
You owe
original
like
group
4
that I
people
made.
your soul now.
I don't have a soul. It's fine.
Don't let them know that. They're
Alright.
banking on you having one.
I will leave a Persephone in.
You two
Hi.
and
Shopping
Vesper
spree.
head off to Jaloom's residence.
How
hate that
fucking
guy.
bougie is this goblin's house?
Oh, we'll get that. We'll get to that. You three head over to,
It's like a miniature version of the Playboy Man.
based on Vesper's intel.
0.75 scale.
On Vesper's intel, she said, "All right, the one that I'm thinking of the targets that we figured out
Cox
is actually Setos Pumanath, and you may find him at the Golden Shovel. which is a gambling house. It's actually relatively close to here.
The stick has
And she gives you directions. So you guys are heading off in that direction.
Yep.
You two and Vesper. You are walking through some streets that clearly at one point in time, due to their width and the buildings around them, were just this amazingly opulent nobles' quarters that somehow, I mean, you can even tell now, at one point, it really moved with the land and how the ups and downs of the terrain and the plant life and everything is, you can tell that just based on the architecture, it flowed. But now you see that some of it seems a little more dingy, more run down than you would expect of something that has this, this shape and this design, as if it's not being as well taken care of. You're weaving through. You do see a few residences that do look fairly well kept. They're at least clean. And then you come across one in particular. The outside of this place, it is immaculate. It is clean. It is like it is a shining gem. The problem is that you feel like you are nearly blinded looking at it as to the gaudy colors. It just like there's garish reds and greens and blues, and it is just a kaleidoscope of clashing everything, but at the same time somehow
You can't keep your eyes off of it.
yeah, you're like, this is so horrible, I am enthralled. And the structure itself is fairly large. It looks like it is a 3-story building. It has a couple, looks like almost like a castle-like design with some minarets on the corners, which could be used as potential lookout positions, or there might be like a little gentle, cozy reading nook in one of them. Who knows? You can't tell from the outside. But it's a very interesting design and strangely beautiful, even with the crazy colors that you're seeing in various locations. As you approach the main gate, it swings open of its own accord, and you hear ring. Welcome to Jaloons. As a disembodied voice, seemingly out of nowhere, just kind of
If I heard
around
that,
you.
I would've
I look
turned
at
my
you,
ass back around and
concerned.
left.
And on the way here, seeing all of this stuff, I'd like to ask our assassin bodyguard. Is this guy old money, or did he buy into the property when people fled?
Well, I don't know if you know much about goblins.
No,
Not a
They
clue.
don't-
not this kind.
They're
I know
not.
my goblins.
They're not
God, fuck.
super long lived. He's a snake.
I thought he was a goblin.
Damn it.
You know what? Roll. Fucking roll. He weaseled his way through some luck at the tables when gambling, shady dealings, and other
Under
illicit activities
Yes.
into money, and basically worked his way over the course of just a couple years from whatever he came from to a political position of power, and well,
Well, clearly.
people seem to like him because he likes to share his wealth around, at least as far as it gets him what he wants. So yes, he did not own this property originally. He purchased it, and it has turned it into this.
That is all I needed to know. Thank you, Vesper.
Do you want to burn this place down?
No, I do not. I think this will be.
It's hideous.
It'd be a shame to burn it down, though. I mean, look at it.
I mean, you're right. You really just can't stop looking, can you?
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay.
All right, so
I
while,
didn't mean to pause that whole time.
Yeah, no,
but,
right.
like I didn't need to.
so while you guys are entering this estate, you three, you arrive at the doors to the Golden Shovel.
Oh, and I took some of the soul coins from gold before we left.
Okay. You arrive to the doors of the Golden Shovel. It doesn't look like much when you approach. It looks like actually a sturdy structure, but dingy, dirty, a little bit run down on the outside. And it doesn't look like it is very well advertised. In fact, it just looks like a door inside of a building that you're
Sounds
approaching.
Exactly like what I'm used to. And
Okay.
I go.
As you approach the door, what do you do?
I walk in confidently.
Okay, so you reach out to grab the doorknob, and it doesn't move. And then a slide opens up, and you see a pair of eyes looking out. Says, "What do you want?"
Same thing everyone who comes here wants. I came to play.
Really?
Oh, my
Kind
That's good.
of looks past you. And them?
I'm tiny.
Was this where we were before?
No.
Okay, I was about to say I don't remember the.
No, this is
The
different.
slide.
Completely
We're here for
different.
protection. Got a problem with it?
Beauty.
Yeah, that's
not what
kinda
your
I
mom said.
Yeah.
You
Hold
You
up
have
a
the-
bag of money.
That's what I wanted to see. All right. Check your weapons. Door slide goes closed, door opens, and you see a hallway. And at the end of the hallway, there's a door, and right before that door, you see what looks like kind of a counter in the side of the wall, and what looks like a quote unquote coat check girl standing behind this counter. And she's like, you'll need to check your weapons.
He picks it up and looks at it.
No,
Yep, still a weapon.
not like that. Not like that, sweetheart. Yeah, you'll need to turn it over for now.
I take
We don't
my,
allow weapons inside.
I take my singular dagger out of my leg thing.
Okay, she pulls up like a basket for smaller weapons, and put it in.
there.
She gives you a little ticket.
Just take it in your mouth. Oh.
Uh,
My hands were busy.
and you two,
I'll
It's
hand
okay.
over my dagger, and
give you a ticket for that.
that's all it is.
The heavy ass axe.
Yeah, you see, it like literally takes all of her body weight to try to muscle this thing onto a little hanging rack, and then
And you
she,
hear the wall shift.
yeah,
a little bit.
she gives tickets to each of you for your equipment, and then he says, "Okay, enjoy." And you hear, and she clicks some kind of little switch. You just hear a click, and then you hear a click from the door, and it
Kaboom!
swings open. All right, you find yourselves inside a fairly dark, like dim light. There are, some sconces along the wall, but they seem to be very low flame. There are some candles in other places. It looks a little bit dingy, but there are many people in here. There are many tables. There are card games going on. There's other things like what would be equivalent to like baccarat and roulette and things like that, all being played, dice games, all that kind of stuff throughout here.
Before I get too much further in, I want to prestidigitation my shoe clean.
Okay, your shoe is clean.
Okay, I just want to make sure magic worked.
Does it look like the chips that they're using here are the same from the old place that we went to?
Oh no, they got their own shit.
Oh, never mind.
You think they got
Are
the
they
same
not-
chips at the Taj Mahal?
I'm just
You
asking,
want Caesar's
motherfucker.
palace?
Are they not just soul coins?
I don't know.
No, you trade in soul coins for chips.
Oh, I go do that.
And you can also do it right at that game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Okay, so you were described, I
Yeah,
guess, for
we
what
know
what
who
their
we're
target
looking
looks
for.
like. And Setos is a get the damn notes. Is a Triton, which,
Fish?
as you're described, yes, very amphibious looking, and has like gills and like kind of like fish looking frills along his head, and he seems to be over at some kind of dice game,
Sounds great.
and he is going to town. He's got a decent little pile of money, but nothing major. It's no bigger or smaller than anyone else's. But his chips he's got them there, and he's playing his game. What do you guys do?
I'll probably go to a table, not his, but like a few away from him, play there for a bit, and then make my way over to his table eventually when I have a bit more gold on me from the
Okay, roll.
winnings.
Give me a deception check.
That's 21.
Okay. So with that, I want you to roll.
Or natural.
Yeah.
I want you to roll 2d10.
That's this. That's 8 total.
Okay, so you get 8 soul coins from playing at that table.
Okay.
So there you go. You've gotten some more soul coins.
I want to fast forward this part. At least do that like I don't know, an hour or two.
Okay.
Based on like, what makes sense.
Give me 3 more deception checks.
12 is my lowest, 27 is my highest.
And what's your middle?
18.
Okay, so with that, I will need 6d10.
It's getting me started.
That's a powerful one.
Sorry, sure.
5, 6.
Deadly.
Ew. I know, sorry.
That's okay.
Not my cats. All right,
37.
37. You get 37 more soul coins over the course of the hour. All right.
Alright, now
Now-
I'll go sit at his table.
Okay, so now you have a total of 45 soul coins plus whatever you stole from
Well, how much soul coins did you have on you?
What?
I pickpocketed you or asked appropriately for money.
I'll
for
be
gambling.
behind her holding her winnings.
Okay.
just
Oh
so-
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Soul coins are heavy.
Oh my god, Daddy said I could put all the money in the bank.
Jordan's tapping his foot impatiently and looking
49
around
soul
bored.
coins.
I will take 25 of them.
All right, so that puts you up
70.
to 70. And now what are you doing?
I go sit at his table.
Okay.
No, the
Based
cats are so
on-
fucking itchy.
based on the,
They hurt so bad.
The number of chips he's got, you think he's probably got about the same amount of money as you. You sit down, and everyone at the table, they see a new player, and they're like, hey, and he is also like, hello. And the quote unquote dealer, who is kind of in charge of the game, says, okay, everyone, place your bets, and we need everyone to now roll. So what you will do is it's you, him, and 2 other players, and all 3 of you will essentially roll a 6-sided die.
There's just one.
Yep, just one 6-sided die to see what you've got.
Oh, am I saying it out loud?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 1.
Because everyone sees what they've got.
Oh,
It's right
sorry. I
there.
assumed this was like cards that were hit.
No, this is right out in front of everyone. Okay, which you also see a 5, a 1, and a 3. Okay, he has the 1, so you both have 1s. Okay, and now the dealer, again, for lack of a better term, says, "All right, place your bets," and what you see is the person with the 5 bets the equivalent of 3 soul coins. The person with the 3 matches that, and he puts in 10.
15.
Hmm?
15.
You put in 15?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I know exactly what we're doing.
Okay. The dealer says, all right, first bet's down. First bet's down. Roll again.
Okay.
Come on, Jen.
That's a 3.
3. Okay. You see the player with the 5 now has a 4. He has a 2. And the last player has a 1. The player with the 5 and the 4 goes ahead and essentially says, I'm done. I'm out.
Did no one else? Did they don't all have to like call me or what? I don't know how the fuck we're doing.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? You
No,
you
but-
never asked.
I mean,
So
fair
you
enough.
just sat down and
Was I not playing the same game at the other table?
nope.
Oh.
Shit.
The one who has a 1 now goes ahead and throws in 10. And he, who's got a 2, he's got a 1 and a 2.
Mhm.
He puts in 20 more.
I'll put in 10 more.
Okay. It is now down to 3 of you. And they say, all right, second bet's in, final roll.
Are you playing crabs?
I don't know what the fuck I'm playing.
I think you're- I
What'd
think
you
you're
get?
playing Crabs.
A 5. So you
Happens
had
to
a
me
1,
too.
a 3, and a 5. Okay.
Yeah, but
I
you're
was just drawing cards. And
The
yeah, out of the deck of
he
many faces.
has
You're
a,
at 37.
he has a 3. He has a 3, so he got a 1, 2, and a 3.
Mhm.
The other player rolled a 5, and they go, yep, I'm out. And he looks at you and he says, interesting. And he goes ahead and he pushes the rest of his pile in. And he says, you think you can win with what you've got, huh?
Well,
I sure
seeing
hope
as
so.
it totally looks like we're all playing separate pods, but it doesn't matter anyway, sure. I don't say any of that out loud. I like to bluff. Or actually, no, can I, hold on. Can I, like, insight to see, like, if I can figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay. So
That's
go ahead and roll an insight
A
check.
16.
Okay. With that, what you figure is it looks like the goal is to attempt to get as close to as straight as possible.
Mhm.
And what you haven't seen is you only rolled 3 times.
Mhm.
You need at least 2 more dice in order to round things out and
Yeah.
figure out what you got. Okay. Which means, well, where are the other numbers? So, yeah, and you're smart enough. You figure, okay, well, wait a
Yeah.
minute. There's some dice over by the
Line.
dealer.
Mhm.
So obviously he's gonna roll.
Mhm.
So you're betting on whether or not you think you can get some kind of straight, because the other ones, they were like, shit, what I've got is I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Mhm.
So they didn't want to risk it. This guy's risking it all. Okay, he got 1, 2, 3. So he's got at least something that can be at least 1, 2, 3. If he gets like a 4 or a 4 and a 5 in the dealer's roll, or even a 4, 5, 6,
Mhm.
yeah, the odds of you beating him are really, really low, because he's got it 1 through 3. So if he gets a 4, that's 4 in a row.
Mhm.
That's going to make it hard for you unless you can get 4 in a row or better.
You've actually got higher odds here right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Mhm. But that's what he's thinking. He's like,
Alright. I put in 10 more, yes?
Then more, he's like, you're not even gonna match.
What the fuck? That's the whole fucking time!
But it's the end of the round.
But you still a bitch.
That's some pussy shit for real.
It's the end of the round. Do you
Damn
want?
dog.
If you don't want to match, fine. He'll pull back some of
take
his.
back your bed, bitch.
Hey, you're
That's
not.
called pussying out.
No, you're not supporting. So
Nobody said
he
no
can pull
takes
back.
backsies.
He's pulling back if you're not going to support.
Betting makes no fucking sense.
Exactly. It's the Feywild. It's fucking nuts.
Feywild is good at gambling.
This
Fuck
shit's
is
gonna
it?
have.
I lost a game because they didn't draw any cards and I drew a bunch.
Yep.
To be fair, that was out of the deck of
And
many
they're like,
things.
I pass.
Not quite.
I
Deck of
pass. And I was like,
Similar to the deck of many things.
I guess
Deck
I
of
draw.
something.
Can
Yes.
I count
Like a few things.
how many it looks like
Great
he
value
has
version.
in his all-in?
In total, he has about 60 soul coins. in there.
Cool.
So
I
like
put
everything.
61.
He goes,
got his ass.
and he goes,
This goes here to play.
He's like,
shit.
Yeah.
61. Oh,
Bitch.
He goes,
It's stronger
dealer.
than Edward. This big. Oh, you lie.
What collateral can we put on the table? Dealer goes, that's up to the lady, whatever she's willing to accept.
What you got to offer? I'm not taking mine back.
And he goes, he kind of digs around in his pouch and he goes, how about this bracelet?
38 cents.
Do I look like I'm into jewelry?
And he starts digging around for stuff.
Wait,
it's happening. I don't know. What do you want?
I thought a man of your stature would have more to offer.
Ooh, I could offer you a favor.
They throw those out like candy here.
Yes, and they're worth it.
I don't think favors are a recognized currency.
Look, if you want to continue playing, I can match, but it has to be through barter. I don't know what it is you were willing to accept.
You're so
I know I just wanted him to say that.
The disembodied gold wolf.
The leader of the party. Go ahead.
invitation, you dumb you stupid bitch.
I understand the concept, guys. I didn't want to be the one to bring it up.
I'll tell you what, I have influence. I have lots of influence. I mean, you know who I am, don't you?
You sound all big and powerful.
I
but you
am.
don't
I am
really
very
walk
much
it.
so.
But not at cards.
I just,
Or dice.
I did not bring extra money. I did not anticipate someone being as brash as to bet that much against me.
Yeah, well, it's the first time for everything.
Did he even lose?
Not yet.
He's about to though.
No. I hear there's some pretty fun parties.
Parties. Give me a deception check.
Oh, I'm so good at those. That's a 12. I rolled a 2.
God
He
damn it.
goes,
I rolled
he
bad.
looks at you, and what would you be interested in a party?
Yeah, we like to party.
People have the same reputation here,
He's
but
looking
like,
at you a little bit suspiciously.
I had like 6 people orgy like 2 nights ago. I'm just trying to look to top it.
That one's actually a persuasion
Yeah,
because that's
I'm
true.
aware.
So roll that.
Another 2.
Another 12.
Okay.
Roll the fucking 2.
He goes, an orgy, really?
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
think
gonna keep
I
things away
heard
from
of
it
that.
anymore.
I think I may have heard of some
Yeah, a few people
interesting
heard
goings
it.
on.
I know I did.
Wait a minute. He stares at you for a little bit.
Or the person.
Interesting. All right. I'll bite.
Trying to think of
You
a
would
funny
like an
Chops.
invitation to Lord Shadowbanes' party, obviously. And obviously, that's what you're here.
Please don't.
So it means a lot to you. So he goes and he reaches into his little coat pocket and he pulls out an official invitation and he sets it down on there and he says, will that be an acceptable match? But if I win, you're mine for the night.
Alright.
I was going to ask anyway.
As well as
Someone on my to-do list.
as well as your companions.
Wait.
It's a movie moment where me and Tim like,
So I'm thinking here, right? Hypothetical scenario. This guy says that, and Bjorn just turns to
I'm not
Torbrek.
trying to stop him.
and
That's
just
not
says-
you.
I think we have to kill this guy.
Torbrick, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Torben looks at you. Torben looks back. I totally agree.
Are the
Vegeta, we're
terms
gonna have to blow up
acceptable to
here.
you?
Sounds great.
Okay. Daniel, I'll need you to be a witness to the dice I rolled.
Either 1 or 20.
Okay.
So,
That was almost a funny number.
yep. What you see is now that the bets are placed, the dealer says, okay, and the final roll, he takes a dice, he shakes them, throws them on the table. It's a 4. So now he has 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
and a 2, and a 2.
Poor baby, I have all 5.
Yes, you do. He looks.
Looks to be you, bitch.
You
Damn,
rolled all
I
five?
didn't
I
even
rolled 1, 3, 5.
For 71
So she ended up getting 1, 4, 5.
Oh.
Okay, so I casually reach out, grab my shit. Pleasure doing business with you.
He reaches out and he grabs your wrist.
Bjorn, yeah.
I
Bjorn.
grab him from one side and Bjorn grabs the other.
I grab you.
Okay,
And it's just a big circle.
okay, and he's like, now it's a putt.
Why?
Ah!
I made hand my winnings to me.
Okay,
I put him in a half Nelson.
okay. He's like I give up. And at
You're
the same
swiping
time
his
as you
hand.
do that, there are some bodyguards for like staff from the facility that kind of step up
Oh,
to,
you're telling me this
to
guy
observe
doesn't
what
bring
goes on.
bodyguards?
And he's just like and he looks around. He's like hey. And he kind of tries to crane his neck around as much as he can to look at
Down,
you.
boys.
And he's like, hey, my hands are off. My
I
hands
let
are
go.
off.
I let go as soon as the boss says that I can like it's hurt.
All right. He's like,
Bjorn is eyeing
Well
down
played.
the other bodyguards with his arms crossed.
well played. Well played. Fine. He stands up. And he walks towards the back. And as he's walking towards the back, you think you hear some crying.
Poor buddy.
Aww.
He lost all of his wife's lunch. Wow.
He was
So
actually
you
really
now,
poor.
you
He
now
took
have
all
an
his money.
invitation. If you look at it, it does say to basically Baron Setos and company.
Seto Kaiba? We're gonna be Ukes?
So I still have to
Damn,
go
that's
with
like
him.
20 minutes late on that joke.
No,
Yeah.
it just that's what the invitation says on it. So there's multiple people that
Fourth-rate
can
dice.
that it can come.
Well, it says
That's a good
him
joke.
and company. Do I not still need the him part of that invite?
It says and company.
I'm just
If
waiting
you
to see
go
if
to a
you'll figure
party
it
and
out.
say, yo, I'm with Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise doesn't show up,
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
19 on the die.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, disguise self.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. You're right.
I didn't want to give it away without at least
No,
having
you're
you
right.
roll.
I forgot. Fair.
It's like you live in disguise
I
still.
know. It's like, come
I'm
on,
gonna be honest.
come on.
That's your bread and butter at this point.
I don't think I've used it once in this game.
You just used
No,
it earlier.
No, you've used it.
You
You're
used
right.
it to be
I did
to look
play
like
with
a shadow.
it like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
For funsies.
Yeah, that's great.
So
Okay, so-
I keep thinking of the editing here as we like have like a like a black and white like filter put on and you like a quick fast or like a rewind
Yeah.
to her saying that and it coming back in
Yeah.
the scene.
All right. So you guys have an invitation now that you've acquired.
Cool.
You two
And
and
I have 60 more soul coins.
are
We're
now.
back.
And yeah, you actually have 130 in total.
Yes, I do.
That's my girl.
So you two and Vesper
You can have your 20.
are now walking up to the actual
Interesting.
door to the residence
No,
of
I
Jillian.
wasn't. Oh, no.
I sent
And-
you a Discord DM, by the way.
So
Oh, I
we
didn't
are
see
at
your
the
other one, sorry.
kaleidoscope. Actually, you know what? The kaleidoscope would be a great name for a gay bar, but also this goblin's house.
That's true. That's true. 100%. That's true. I looked it up.
Whoa.
I'm glad you fact checked me, bro.
Everything he's saying is
Guys,
true.
you know how many soul coins I have right now?
Too
Too
fucking
many.
many.
Jinx.
Enough, but you still can't get the cloak
I
that
said
you want.
fucking.
I
That's
have
not fair.
160 soul coins,
It's absolutely fair.
and I already got the quote.
It's like how Oscar is so awesome because his fucking glass says so.
All right.
Manu, do you want your next beer?
Okay,
I'll take another one.
so
I appreciate it.
Red this time.
you guys
I like the
walk
red one
up
more.
towards
That one
the
was really good.
actual front door of the residence. Now that you've gone through the main gate, walking up the grounds to this place
Grassy.
are, like I said, it's pristine. It's somebody is taking care of
I
it,
like that one a little bit more.
but
This one's good too.
It's got
they
more
are
flavor.
odd.
That one was pretty
The plants in here are clearly things that you have kind of seen in the Feywild, different from the prime material. Some of the colors and the shapes and how some of these things grow are different, but you recognize topiary. You know it's the same kind of things where, hey, we can shape and grow plants in the way we want.
So rather than a horse in the prime material, it's now a unicorn because we're at the Feywild.
Exactly, things like that. But it's not just like this green hedge that has been carved into it. Instead, it is this purple and blue flower that is blooming in the shape of a horse's head, but with an offshoot that comes straight out of its head, like a horn. And then the rest of it seems to be the leaves of this plant, but instead of being like a hedge, it is large, almost like banana leaves, and kind of flowing back and coming down. It's strange, but it is
Oddly
also
beautiful.
Exactly, that's the words I was looking for.
There you
Very
go.
So you know what?
Exotic.
Inspiration for reading my mind. But yes, it is oddly beautiful. At the same time, though, it is a little bit quirky because it's
Very
yes, there is a unicorn kind of thing, but there's other things there that are these are clearly part of Jaloom's taste. Like there is a plant that looks like a set of cards spread out, like someone's holding a hand of cards. There's another one that looks like some dice, just giant dice being rolled. There's just some strange stuff like that. Like clearly he is into gambling and having fun, and it just looks very festive and a little bit odd, but it's neat. You get to that front door, and as you approach the front door, it once again opens. It's a double door. It swings open, and standing in front of you looks to be some kind of servant. This servant is an Eladrin in the fall season, dressed in kind of oranges and browns, tans. She is very beautiful to look at. Actually, quite tall for an elf in general, or an Eladrin in general. Very lean, and she looks at the both of you and Vesper and says, "My lord is waiting for you."
Hello.
Hello, you must be Thunder.
I am Thunder. Thunder Snoring Mountain, and don't forget it.
I shall not.
Wonderful.
And you, obviously, are Gold. As she looks you up and down, I can see why the Lord is enchanted. You are definitely his type.
He just gets. I can see why he's enchanted. He just like turns beet red.
You literally just got.
Your expression doesn't change. Your face just turns beet red.
Compliment, darling.
Dude, the fucking even the staff is like, yeah, I remember seeing your type sneak out of this place 2 nights
Yeah.
ago.
And then she looks at Vesper and says, "And this one is here. Why?"
Bodyguard.
He kind of looks her up and down and says,
I'm going to latch on to Vesper's arm as if I'm like one of her bestest friends ever. Just a girlfriend.
Oh, this fruit.
"Persuasion."
Persuasion.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm not good at any of those rolls, dude.
You are when you have bardic inspiration.
There
Crazy,
you go.
dude.
Literally have a kitty with you.
I'm very persuasive.
So 16 on the die. -1 makes it 15.
A D10.
A D10.
Yeah.
So 15
I forgot how
plus
much your fucking
6.
Yeah.
21.
She rolled a 3 on the dice, so
What a
you,
waste.
you killed it.
You would not have known.
Yep.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yep. But she goes, very well. Right this way, and she kind of turns on her heel and seems to kind of glide into the residence. The inside is just as garish as the outside.
Is there like a solid gold staircase with platinum railings and bullshit like that?
Almost.
Looks like
Almost.
Liberace's
You're actually pretty close.
Looks like Liberace's mansion.
It's the entire stairwell seems like it is platinum. Like the color it is not made of
Sorry, it
platinum,
wasn't
but it is platinum going
could
up and it's
sell
like
this house
shining.
forever.
There are chandeliers
a single
hanging.
bill.
The chandeliers seem like 1,000 little crystals hanging from like a platinum ring, illuminating the entire area. It's very, very bright, but not so much so that it actually blinds you. It's like
It's just on the edge of being offensively.
it's very well illuminated. There's shadows can't even be created here almost, it seems, because it's so bright everywhere.
I gotta be right back.
There are paintings along the wall. Some of them are quite interesting, as many of them are paintings of Jaloom in various states of undress, with different creatures and beings of the Feywild.
A lot of elves.
Yeah, there's elves. There's other creatures in here. It's just it's like it lines the wall. There are these purple and kind of a deep red velvet curtains that seem to kind of drape along columns throughout this structure. There are carpets throughout the area that are the same green that he is, and they have like gold trim on the edges. The entire
Gold
thing,
and green, they work so good
yeah,
together.
the entire thing is like an assault on the senses. It's just one of those things you're like, I really don't want to be here, but at the same time, it's a train wreck that I can't look away from. So, but as you come into this main hallway, you see Jaloom coming down those platinum shining stairs, and he is wearing a gold and green vest that is open, exposing his chest with all of its weird, wiry chest hairs coming off of it. Gold shorts that are like booty shorts, and
cheeks.
and
Duked up.
once again green with gold trimmed shoes that have kind of like that jester curl toes on the end with little bells on
He
them.
pulled out all the bells and whistles to come see yo ass.
And he walks down the stairs. You almost think you hear music being played as well.
It's a great thing to come back to.
Oh no, he looks like Elton John coming down the staircase.
I low key think that it'd be great if his fucking staircase was low key a piano. So like every 5 keys, there's like a half stop.
Oh yeah.
And it's just in gold, so like half is gold, and then there's a half stop.
Yeah.
There's a half stop.
No.
It's just a piano the whole way
It's
down.
just
That's where the
the whole
music's coming from.
Yes. But he makes it to the bottom, and he is just all smiles, and
People like 2 feet tall.
oh yeah, he's a goblin. He's like 2.5, 3 feet tall, and he's just all smiles, and he sees his servant, and he says, "The sitting room, please." Sorry, hold
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say,
gotta
where's
get
the
it here.
voice?
Please.
Fuck me.
That's what he wants you to do.
And I'll be right there. I just must get some refreshments. And he turns the other direction, and you are led into a sitting room. There is a fireplace in this room. Again, the bones of this structure were clearly a very well-constructed, beautiful manor. if this had been in its original configuration and design, you, especially you being from, or well, your heritage, I should say,
Yeah.
being elven and from the Feywild in a way, you would have found this place fascinating and gorgeous.
I'm sorry, are elves from the Feywild?
Their heritage is.
The very long lineage.
Yeah,
It's way back
it's-
there. It's like
At
tens
least-
of thousands.
Yeah,
of
thousands and
years
thousands and
ago.
thousands of years ago, they came out of the Feywild, and there you go.
Ah,
Some still are there, but you would have found, just like, "Oh, this is gorgeous." Now you say, well, the structure is gorgeous, and there's this gorgeous fireplace. It's got like this carvings built into the stone of this fireplace that are looks like almost like tree branches with leaves on them, with berries on them as well. It's really actually well done, and that kind of stands out. And you're like, that is actually beautiful. The decoration in the room makes it a train wreck for you.
What's a train?
But there are
Oh, gold's gonna.
there are several places to sit, some overstuffed chairs and couches that sit kind of around a carpet and a coffee table. There are some end tables next to each of the seating areas, and as you're seated in there, the servant kind of bows to you all and slips out of the room, and Jalub comes in carrying a tray himself, sets it on the table, and begins to place drinks on the little end tables next to where you are seated, and says,
By all means, enjoy a drink as we discuss possibilities for the future. As
Of
we look at
course.
you and the fun we might all have.
Well, the fun indeed. Stop.
and that is where we're going to take our break.
Gold's gonna get
All right.
it.
So, that's where we're going to take our break. As a reminder, everyone, please remember, if you would like to have an effect on the game in some way, shape, or form, please donate Twitch bits on Twitch or Super Chat on YouTube and tell us what you would like to see happen, and we'll see if that gets implemented. As long as it is not completely game-breaking, we're going to find a way to make it happen. Also, remember, we are doing a giveaway, so when we come back from break, then we'll look and see how many entries we have for the giveaway. We may give it a little more time after that, depending on how many entries. But the way we're going to do the giveaway is in chat. What we need you to do is type whiskey for the whiskey glass. Type that in there. Doesn't have to be, as near as you can spell it. Doesn't have to be specific, but whiskey. Type that in chat. That's your entry into the drawing for who gets the Atavar Ascension whiskey glass. And then when we come back from break, if we have enough people signed up, then we'll do it right away. If we don't, we'll might give it a few more minutes to let people take some time to sign up, and then we will see who wins. All right, so that being said, it's time for break. We'll see you in just about 10 minutes.
See ya.
Say it in a bit.
Okay, we are back from break. So, looking at our chat, so far nobody has jumped into the raffle for the winner of an Atavar Ascension whiskey glass. So, what that means is we're going to go ahead and extend the time until we get at least one person. So, all you have to do if you want to enter and win the giveaway and get your very own Atavar Ascension whiskey glass. These are actually very nice whiskey glasses, and it's got Atavar Ascension on it. All you got to do is type whiskey in chat, and let me double check because I say nobody, but I have to look at I have to look at TikTok and at X as well.
You thirsty boy?
To see if anyone there has joined in and said that they want to be part of it. Give me 1 second to double check. It's
Looks
just
like you
being
win.
slow. Hey, I mean, if there's only one, that happened before. We only had one entry, and that person won. Right. So it's X. I'm not seeing anything in the chat for that either. So there we go. So what that means is that we're just gonna wait. If you want to get in on this, you're almost guaranteed to win because the number of people that are in right now is 0. So go ahead, and if you would like to win an Atavar Ascension whiskey glass,
That's nice.
type whiskey in the chat. It's
It's a
easiest
nice
if you're on
looking
YouTube
glass.
or Twitch, but we can also double check TikTok and YouTube and X as well. But we'll go from there. So where we left off,
We're in
you
the
guys are
Kaleidoscope.
in the sitting room, and you have been offered drinks, and Jaloob is now kind of sitting in
Oh, no.
in an overstuffed chair, and he's kind of stretched out. It is an overstuffed chair that is clearly made for someone small in stature. So, to you guys, it looks tiny in comparison to what you would expect.
The
But
thinking
he's
chair from Blue's Clues.
yes, there you go.
We just got a letter.
So that is what you see before you, and Jaloob is like,
So, besides your trade of the flesh, what other kinds of business do you like to do?
Well, as it just so turns out, I have crystal mining rights just north of here.
Crystal mining. Like, what kind of crystal are we talking about?
Crystals infused with pure essence. The kind that'll really get you.
Shalom, he's talking about the ones that get you high.
They've been absorbing moonlight.
Oh,
roll
The-
deception.
I don't like that you just spoke for me. I'll have to pimp slap you later.
Roll deception at advantage.
You know what? I was debating saying that. I'm glad I did.
Gold is gonna fucking murder you.
Gold's debating his actions currently.
It's gonna be a good little bitch and just go.
27.
Let's just not be-
Okay, well, yeah, my roll is not worth a damn, even though it was super high.
It's not 27. That's
Yeah, it ain't 27. So he goes,
interesting.
Yep.
And what distribution do you have for said crystals?
I'm a secondary rights holder. Therefore, I am authorized in the caravan smuggling of such a substance. Both to here and... What is this place called again?
Feywild.
Cateran's Reach.
Cateran's
Oh.
Both to here and Cateran's Reach, and from up north all the way down south at the peninsula.
Roll another deception check.
How far south is a fucking peninsula from here?
Pretty fucking far. 15.
Okay.
Wow, that quite a reach.
Yeah, he means that peninsula.
That one, all the way...
What fucking Geography's not his strong suit.
You know that
No
No, no,
shit.
I'm trying to like inflate his ego.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming anatomy's more his region.
Shut the fuck up.
you're not here.
Okay. If I were to head up distribution into Cateran's Reach, what kind of a cut are we looking at?
Seeing as I get about a 40% cut of what all is transported, of course, they tend to keep their stock there, which is why I get so high of a cut, because I'm very integral in transporting it. I'd say you can get a good 10% of my cut.
10% of 40%.
Think how many soul coins we're talking here.
The math that does tell me that's 4% at. Well, a good month could land you a good 1,200 soul coins. And that's
Child's play.
considering the.
Shut the fuck up.
Dirty whore.
I'm sorry. I'll keep quiet.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's been
Perhaps
thinking.
not.
He's been thinking about dick all day. What he meant to say was 12,000 every half month.
You're right. I forgot to carry the zero.
You did, because you were too busy thinking about a different kind of zero. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Gold.
Gold meow.
It isn't anymore.
I wanted you to say gold meow.
I think that's a roll.
Roll, yes, you roll.
Gold meow.
That's
Oh.
funny though.
Okay, yes, it is, but still, you had to roll. So,
It's a hundo.
yeah, 100.
Ha hundo.
You got 100 on
Zero?
Zero, zero.
Wow.
I've never seen that before.
That's
I've
never
I've actually done that twice, but that's in many years.
That's pretty
So-
good, bro.
And like lots and lots of
Good.
rolls.
That is the max.
So that's
Well,
amazing.
it took me 11 years to do it. So
Yeah. All right, so he looks at you.
You've come to the right person to distribute this into Cateran's Reach, but I think you misunderstand your availability in distributing within this city and the market here.
Mm-hmm.
10% of 40%, that's highway robbery.
All right.
I think 50% of your cut is warranted.
Roll a persuasion.
you can tell the deal.
No, you don't have to. I was a god.
God, that's fucking hilarious.
Nat 20?
Yes.
You feel compelled to take the deal.
That's a fucking net 20.
Only if gold gets to be top.
Thunder has to think right now.
Oh God. Roll. You're gonna start doing the meow puns? Yeah.
I was all out of it earlier.
The-
I'm feeling better now.
the
I had an
puns are
apple
great.
pie.
You hadn't eaten. You're not you when you're hungry.
Exact. I think that's the moral of the story.
Yes.
46.
Okay. Anyway.
Jesus.
Oh,
Why?
What?
what?
Oh, he's doing the percentile.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh.
46%, I'll take
What
it.
the hell did you guys think was happening?
I thought you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, well,
I can't
Fucking 46.
have a plus 26 on anything.
it's like, what the
Your
fuck
bar
did you
is
roll?
possible.
Yes, of course.
He has a plus 16 and he had a D10 that rolled a 10 for inspiration. For bardic inspiration.
Still libel or slander, whichever one you prefer. I have a plus 15 in
Okay.
persuasion.
Libel is in print.
Yeah,
So you
slander is
possibly
It's
can
also in
get
print.
Or hold on. Can
We
you,
have it. We have it on. We printed it out. I can get the paper right now.
Whatever.
Hold on. Can you give yourself bardic inspiration?
No,
Okay, thank God.
I fucking wish.
No, you need a 45.
I do need a chat. Do I need a 45?
Yes.
Chad, is this real?
Shut the fuck up, chat.
Yo, who,
Okay.
who the fuck do you even know here, dude?
All right. Half of what I get from transporting, so you can transport all throughout Cateran's Reach.
Of course. I know everybody.
Well, that's what I was going to pry further into. Obviously, you know what I just explained is a decent chunk of what I do. Yes.
He didn't know us till yesterday. So he clearly doesn't know everybody.
Shut up.
I was gonna say that, but I'm not there.
But That's a helpful thing. Why would I shut up?
Clearly, you don't know us.
That is because you are new.
Yeah.
And clearly you don't know anyone else important.
Of course I don't. That's why we're talking.
You folded so fucking fast. You didn't even try to bluff.
DM, we got him. Okay.
You didn't even
I need
try
you-
to say
I
know
need you
anyone
to
else.
roll deception.
You sure it's not persuasion?
No, that's
Perception.
deception.
Bro is not lying.
Well, true, but still.
It's deception to try to keep up an air that I'm someone.
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you get?
1, 2 on
What's
the
your
die.
total?
A total of 11.
Oh, there's a nat 1.
It's still pretty
Okay.
fucking good.
Did I succeed?
He's like, perhaps I should go for 60%. As obviously you need me, and not the other way around.
See, that's
Before you go any further, shut your whore mouth.
Oh my
So,
god.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean a little bit closer into Jalome. I'm gonna take his side in the argument here just to like gain some air.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna say, you know, Jalome, you're right, that 10%. I think I may need a new shirt or two.
And he smiles really big and he's like,
Yes, 60% for sure.
all right. So
Get fucked, bitch.
you misinterpreted what I meant.
Oh no, I knew exactly
No.
what you meant.
No,
You need me.
you're shitting now.
You're right, we do need you.
He wants you.
Who doesn't?
What I meant to say.
You're right. In fact, I know he wants you just as much as I
I don't.
I'm just not afraid to show it.
Look. I'm not.
this dragon's fucking here on If I'm going, bitch, you coming with me.
I'm realizing I'm arguing over fake mining rights.
What shit you don't have?
You know what? You can have 70%.
He's like,
No, shut the fuck.
that's true. You didn't even have any of this to begin with. He's just like,
Fucking kidding me?
Dig in the fucking grave.
it was such a good lie that even you believed it.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Stupid.
Now we're talking.
There we go. See? That's why you'll remember the name Thunder. Close enough.
Snoring Mountain.
Snoring Mountain.
You were Jalome fucking reminds him his name. That's why you'll remember the name Thunder Snoring Mountain. Yeah.
Exactly. You're already doing great.
Yeah, whatever. So we got a deal or what?
Yeah, we've got it. All you have to do
It's kiss gold.
shut up.
Okay, so he snaps his fingers
Sinif!
Can do that too.
and
Go. Hi.
the Eladrin Papa again kind of glides into the room
I gotta learn how to do that.
and
That's
she says, "Yes, my lord. What is it you need?" And he says,
Draw up some papers. We need to make this official. And bring the good wine. It's time to celebrate.
Trust him when he says good anything.
Oh, we brought our own wine. As we're guests, we wouldn't want to come empty-handed.
Ooh. Manners. I like it.
In fact, to show our dedication and good faith, we have brought wine from that of an esteemed friend of ours, an amethyst dragon.
A dragon?
And
he seems very intrigued by this.
in fact, why don't you have?
I'm gonna whisper just loud enough so Julian can hear.
Mhm.
You really think he thinks that we don't know? Obviously we know. We know about dragons and stuff. We're just We can't make it look like.
Speak louder.
So, oh, right. Do you really think that he thinks that we don't know? I mean, obviously we know. We're just trying to
Gold's
make
got
it.
a big smile.
We're gonna try to make it look like we don't know. We know dragons, of course we know. We know everything. That was just feigned ignorance.
Deception check.
You are really trying your luck right now. Dude.
It's so fun. This is actually so fun. I don't want to play Leon anymore. I just want to play Hunter.
Bro, how
In the dice tray, buddy. In the dice tray.
He's throwing it from 20 feet
29.
in the air.
29. God damn.
I shouldn't even have to roll. Okay.
Yes, of course,
Okay.
of course, of course.
He's just like sitting there.
Sorry, I think I had a bug in my.
Either way, I'm going to pour a glass of wine while he's doing that. I'm listening to him and I'm like hesitating to give it, but like it's in his reach, so he
Yeah,
can take it.
he grabs it and he's like,
Potent.
Very careful.
He takes a little sip.
Combusts internally.
It's entirely too big a sip.
He's like,
I like this.
Damn it.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
You're welcome.
So
Good choice.
This is good.
I should let you know it's also an aphrodisiac.
Oh.
persuasion check.
Can I be with advantage?
Here,
Nope.
Downs the
I'll
bottle.
butter it up for you, Gold. Don't forget about the party, Julian.
Ooh. That's
that
a
was one.
dirty 20.
Oh god.
It's because I rolled a
Okay.
10 on your d10, by the way.
Damn! Good
So-
shit.
He goes, oh, and he takes another fairly large sip.
Fucking shit faced.
We're not going to go to that
is,
party
like,
at this rate.
You see his eyes are like semi-rolling into the back of his head, and he does not seem focused anymore. He's like,
This is a party.
So,
Cinema. Music.
what kind of
There's a-
music does she have?
Well, Lord, we do need to attend the party tonight. Should we not save the festivities of the night for
Party
later?
tonight. Yes, party. There's a party tonight.
Really?
Would you like to join me?
I had no idea. Of course I would.
Yeah, I know you need to tug around some arm
we-
candy.
Wait. Papers. There were papers to sign.
Ah,
he
yes.
is instantly, I mean, he is obviously instantly drunk off of having that second sip. He is having trouble focusing.
You had the idea to get it. He had the idea to use it there.
But he's trying to focus. He's like trying to get paperwork brought in. He
Good shit.
he tries to focus on this party idea at the same time. He's kind of all over the place. But eventually, papers are signed, and he does bring the idea back to the party. He's like,
Celebration. Yes.
So, not to interrupt while this is going on, I just kind of like casually say like Leon message, as in like
Which means nothing.
I wanna
You need to
speak
use
with you in our
okay.
brains.
So I'm all like, brain talk.
While this is happening,
Do you have
I had an
Brain
idea.
talk.
Right.
Welcome back to Brain
Could you
Talk.
sleight of hand a paper on top of the form saying that he agrees to sign the estate over to us?
I could do that.
Oh,
Let me tell you, I'm so sorry, Gold. I think the power's kind of getting to my head.
It's okay, as long as you don't actually whore me out, we're good.
You're such a bro.
Is this in head fist bump?
In the head. Let's go put the guitar in the back.
No. I can picture it right now. In your heads, Gold says, "High five," and Leanna responds, "High five."
All right. Glad we're clear on that.
come on, fist me, bro. Don't leave me hanging. Fist me.
No,
Fist me.
hang on.
Come on, bro.
No, I will not reciprocate fisting.
Wait. So to clear things
you
up.
can't do on. you
Should I
can't
do
both.
like scribble on a paper or just put a paper there? Or?
I think you write up a form as you get the
Hmm.
paper and very clearly state on it that you have a form to sign over the estate that he is currently in possession to you. Or to me, whoever.
To give us this place?
The land we are currently on.
Just to
yes.
give it to us.
Yeah.
Do you want this place?
I think it's beautiful. We can change the gaudy colorscape, but
Can
we can fucking try.
I figure it would be,
Worst comes to worst, we'll burn to the ground after we get it.
it would serve us better to just put a note that says, I hereby certify Thunder Snoring Mountain and 7 other people to come with him. The 7 is for good measure.
Bro, you have
To
little
go to the
faith.
party.
Go to the party.
I think we can trust our allies. They will find their own way in. I think this is more personal at this point.
Then
I'd
we'll take the
rather...
house. We'll take the house.
There we go. Get the house and the divorce.
For all the suffering you've been through.
If I won't get the horses, I'll get the house.
So you
Back to the cat.
you attempt to sleight of hand that in. Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Is the DC lowered because he's drunk?
No, he's just got disadvantage.
Okay.
Which is effectively better.
Oh. That's going to be a 22.
You slide that in there, and he's
Yeah, okay. Excellent. Business is done.
Business indeed.
Now, there's a party tonight?
We have invitations.
Oh, yeah, of course I...
Daniel,
Ah.
on your way.
Did we get you cleaned up and ready to go?
Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Very well.
But you can join me if you want.
Again, maybe late. The festivities
You
tonight
slide.
are for...
You slimings. But yes, party tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Up at Lord Shadowbanes. Always a good time.
Always a good time.
Always.
So I've heard.
You must join me.
Wonderful.
Even that one.
as he gestures towards Vesper, who's just been kind of sitting there the whole time.
I just
Is Vesper in the cock chair?
Essentially, I mean, she's just like, honestly, she's just kind of like standing behind one of the couches, just kind of like, not quite at like attention, but just kind of standing there.
Arms behind the back, kind of
Like-
deal.
like a rock grinding against stone. My head turns to look at Vesper and just. We're doing a great job.
She gives you a look that you interpret as, I so don't want to be here.
Then I give her a look that she might interpret as, I'm so sorry, we're going to kill the guy.
Yeah, you catch a slight head nod of like, yeah, okay,
When and where?
all right,
We're at the party,
yeah,
supposedly.
and he's like,
You're a tricky one. Tonight you're mine. And I must prepare. Meet me in front of the Lord's estate tonight.
and he's still kind of, his eyes are a little wonky. He's out of it, but he's focusing as best as he can, and he's
Meet me there. I'll get you in. You will be my guest.
Just remember, a feast you have earned is only worth.
Ah. All right, down.
Yes,
I must prepare.
and he seems to get kind of a little bit sobered up, and just by like his energy, and he's like, oh, and he's like half run, half stumbles out of the room and up the stairs, and then Sinath comes in again and says, the Lord will meet you tonight. Please follow me. I will escort you out.
May we ask you a question?
Of course.
The papers that we finalize with the Lord, where should we file those?
Oh, I can take care of that.
Very well.
Thank you.
Do you play beer pong?
I have no idea what that is.
It's me.
She doesn't
Paul.
suspect a thing.
What?
I think I'm as lost as you are.
Huh?
Thank you, and have a good day.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy your evening. All right. All of you meet back at the Broken Spire. It did not take you guys very long, but it was a farther distance to travel to get there. You spent, a good hour plus gambling.
Oh, the
A
irony.
shorter distance to get there, but not. But you spent more time.
We
there.
got in without horns.
So you both sets of the party arrive approximately the same time back at the Broken Spire, and you see each other. We'll just say odds, evens. You guys arrive first, but within just a couple minutes, you guys arrive after. So all three of you are still like in the bar area. You two and Vesper, as you three walk in.
So who's ready for a party?
Me.
I believe Vesper is actually the most ready for a party, judging by the atmosphere in the room.
I am ready to finally get my family's legacy back and to clear this place of that despicable creature.
Are we not downstairs in the tavern in front of everybody right now?
She didn't say anything about who or what.
Alright.
Let's go
I'm
to
just
the
saying,
let's go
every
to the
other
room.
time we've talked, she's like, we have to do this upstairs.
Yeah, but she did not say anything about who or what. You just
I'll gesture towards going upstairs.
and it is also like a late afternoon, so the only real people in the bar, to be honest, are people who are lunch goers
I'm
and
sorry, so you're
and a
telling me
couple
we were
early drinkers.
gambling at 7 a.m.?
No, you're gambling at noon.
Either way,
It
that
was
goblin
lunchtime
must
gambling.
die. I agree, Vesper.
Because you got the lunch special.
Were you able to get everything you needed?
Oh yeah, and more.
Do you need more of?
We may have made a. How much do you think that fucking mansion's worth?
$2?
I have no fucking clue.
Do you want more dragon liquor, or are you good?
Honestly, I used it
I have a
well.
whole water
Can I
skin
have
of it.
another wax? Can I have another flask?
Can he
Yeah,
have
that's
another
fine.
wax?
That's fine.
Yes.
How much have you had?
It refills every.
Let me
about a
ask
wax?
you a question.
It refills every month, but the thing is, I've only used it twice, which is once for them, and then once for another trading system. So
I tell you what, seducing gay goblins is really a good specialty of mine. Outside of killing and sabotage and stealth and
I'm so disappointed, Gold.
war and riding dragon. Actually, you know what? I've got better things to do than seducing goblins. You're right.
I don't know. You are pretty good at it.
Yeah, but I mean, I could also like knock the head off a deer 600 feet away.
what can I have a couple questions that require security when we talk about it? Can we go to the room real quick, please, if it doesn't bug anybody?
Probably for the best.
Just a moment.
Sure, whatever.
Knocking the head off a deer doesn't get us the rights to an estate.
No, you're right, but me giving you the idea does.
Question for you: do you know any weaknesses of the king, or is he just the madman?
Well, he's not a king, but I mean, he's.
Just
I would call him a dictator, if anything.
Also, to clarify, we killing?
Lord
Shadowbane.
Okay, it is him. that-
Lord
okay.
Smalldick.
Honestly, Lord
I mean,
Shadowbane,
Jaloom
anyone
doesn't-
wants to stand
I
next
was
to him.
just trying to
Yeah.
make sure I was on the same page with the
Yeah,
person was.
Jaloom's a piece of shit.
Mhm.
He's
Um,
scum.
If
He-
I
He does not. Him leaving this world
Yeah,
would
no.
not be a loss.
The guy I out gambled.
had a question, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
about Jaloom.
ask.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt Jen, but I had been trying to ask before.
You
Jen
just
started.
ask, you're fine.
Ask.
I was like,
You're wasting
Um,
time.
Jaloom dealt in sex trafficking as well, right?
He dealt in whatever he could get his freaking hands on
You
and
gotta
make
kill
money
him,
out.
all right.
Yeah, no, he is dirt. He is.
You had a perfect
He is
opportunity
corrupt to
kill
the
him.
core.
We had
No.
to get him as our in.
He's corrupt to the core.
Fish boy.
I
who
still said we could have just kicked down the front door and
Was
walked in,
he
and nobody
close
wanted
to
to.
Lord Shadowbase?
The dimension.
Too many
Like,
shadows.
one of his top
I mean,
men.
are you-
Can
are
he
you-
get close to him reasonably,
are you-
or?
Are you asking Vesper? I
Well,
assume?
yeah, I mean, she would have gathered intel.
Yeah, she said, look, as far as their relationship, I don't really know. I just know that the nobles / politicians, if you will, that I managed to get information on, all were ones that frequently got invited to Lord Shadowbanes'
Okay.
parties, and were ones that had potential vices and things that we could exploit.
Gotcha.
That's all I really know.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what kind of defenses they have against illusion men?
No clue.
Okay.
Vesper,
That's my name.
could I talk with you privately?
You just told us all to come up to the room with you.
Well, no, just well,
Everyone, fuck off.
no.
No, that's fine. I wasn't
The
interested.
first question was about like if there's any weaknesses or anything we can exploit when the fight comes down.
And then it's going to be, can I speak with you in a corner away from everyone else?
Oh yeah.
We could all talk.
Can we like
Is,
speak
is
really
that a
close
short
together?
skirt or is it?
No.
Everyone else
it's,
is like, ooh.
it's actual serious like
Yeah.
and questions and stuff.
What are we?
You're a big hunk of meat that moves around an axe.
You're right, he is a big hunk of meat.
Inspiration. Add to your pool, baby.
You're fucking chopped liver, bud.
I'm sorry. That just got me. So you get inspiration for that. Alright. Yeah.
Once we get this done, I would like to stick around. If that is all right with you.
She kind of. It's kind of a half laugh, half.
You didn't have a choice.
Yeah. She's like, you owe me a boon. You were staying with me whether you wanted to or not.
I'm just confirming. We're gonna get this done. I just want to make sure I can call that place my home as well once this is all over.
If you're willing, your home is my home.
That works for me.
Did you know they actually used the same voice actor for D and for Vesper?
Hey, you two
Also-
should kiss.
Out of question, when are we revealing what these cards do? Because I'm kind of curious.
We're gonna deal with that later.
Fuck.
So.
I'm glad I didn't take a card.
I mean, mine looks pretty cool.
mhm.
Well,
We're
what's the bad side say?
It says ink
I'm
drink-
sorry, there's
ink
a
drinker.
good side.
There's a picture and a name. That's all you get.
Yeah, mine says ink drink. And it kind of looks like a furbolg too, like just studying books.
I don't think I was supposed to see that.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, doesn't matter.
I don't think you're supposed
Pick
to.
a card.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you still can pick a card whenever you want, if you want.
Whenever I want.
Well, I mean,
It'll be when you least expect it.
It'll be right before. It'll be as I roll in that one. Hey, can I have a card,
Yeah.
Jason?
4 a.m. tomorrow.
Roll the hit. Oh, you missed? Pick a card.
Here's this card, bitch.
so
Absolute zero. is the name
you
of it.
guys are in the room, in a room, privately discussing all this. So what is the plan at this point?
Let us get ready to start.
So you have a way in. We have our way in. Vesper, do you want to get your group ready to assist on going towards the castle and distracting the soul suckers while we're taking business inside?
I don't think we need to worry about that. We have access now.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock arms with my new BFF. Whoa. Vesper and I are going in together, okay?
They're inseparable.
That's
Persuasion check.
I don't know about persuasion, but sure. 10.
Okay. She
It's clearly a joke.
she kind of looks at you, and she looks back at you, Torbrick, and she's like, I mean, this is my gay BFF. I have.
That's fine.
Also, like, you don't want to blow our cover, so you guys knowing each other is not going to be helpful.
Well, no, that's the fight. You're gonna go in probably before we get there. So
Well,
they go
the
in.
3 of us are going in
No,
together.
no. What I'm saying is their group goes in with Jalil
Oh, yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then we
Yes,
show up.
Yes.
Well, it's whenever they show up. We don't have to stand next to each other, but I mean, fuck, we'll be waiting for them at the gate.
And Vesper speaks it. So once we're in, what is the plan?
Try to seclude.
Look at Rod kill bad guy.
So, is there a room, perchance, where me, Jaloom, Thunder, and Jesper could reasonably... I'm sorry.
You mean Vesper?
Vesper could reasonably have a secluded meeting with Shadowbane that would make sense that you all could be waiting.
Oh, jeez.
I think,
Educated guess? No.
I think it depends on how well we mingle.
I can do more lying.
The more lying and persuading we do, the easier we can try to get him distracted and away from the
Because
giant groups.
if we can get Shadowbane into a room, maybe 2 or 3 rooms away, an assassination attempt isn't out of the realm of possibility.
Plus-
Once he's dead, maybe the shadows are gone, and then it'll be easy pickings. For
I mean,
the
to be
rest.
fair, thinking it that way, it would be what? Galoom, which is basically nothing.
We've fucked up names so much. Jaloom.
Jello.
Jaloom, basically nothing, plus whatever this king has. But I'm assuming as long as we get him away from the ability of recruiting or sending more people towards our way, I think that's a smarter way that you're thinking. So I'm okay with that plan.
I
As
think
you convinced that killing him will remove these ghosts, these specters that are floating around.
that's the rough assumption, as they are under his control. If
And they
he should
only answer
die,
to him.
who will control them?
They might
Cat
become.
Leon seems to be afraid of them when I brought up the plan of kicking down the front door. Are we not going to have to deal with them anyway?
If we don't kill Shadowbane, eventually we will. Yes.
But if we kill Shadowbane, we get around
If
that
we-
issue.
How?
Because if he's the one that's controlling all of them,
And you have this fact known. That's
Vesper said that he is the source that has been
an
controlling them.
educated
Yeah,
guess.
Vesper, you've out.
so what happens if they don't
he
have anyone to
controls
control them
You have more
anymore?
friends to punch.
I don't know.
Hopefully they dissipate.
What
to
if
the
they
wind.
start running loose and killing everyone? This
Sounds
what if it's
like
a
a
magic
whole lot of
item?
not my problem.
What if it's a magic item that's controlling all of them and then one of us just takes it?
I just said, what if that is, and they just become uncontrolled after?
There's so many what ifs.
There's so many ways.
Why are we still talking?
You guys are the one.
As much as I hate to agree with the phrase "killing time," I mean, if it is an item that is controlling them, then whoever shall be the next Lord of Shadow is not my business, as long as they do it for the right reason.
Basically.
Okay.
And quite frankly, Vesper has a strong case to do just that.
I mean, she runs her own guild anyway. Might as well.
I don't want these things
Then
to be around at all.
then
I
run
have an
them
idea.
into the bottom of the fucking ravine and tell them to stay
took
there
my
for all
idea.
eternity.
Guys, I'll take them. It's fine.
No, we don't trust you. Out of all of us to have that
I don't
ability.
want anyone to be in charge of these things. I just want them gone.
And to be fair,
They're abominations.
maybe that's the connection that the Lord has with the root. He's been using that as a way of controlling them.
We have no idea if the roots
I'm
even-
saying hypothetically.
in theory, you could pick up whatever Shadow Monarch bullshit and tell them to jump off a cliff. We don't know anything about how the shadows operate.
All I
So
know
let's
is
not even worry about it.
until the time comes.
We will figure that out when it is relevant.
And to be fair, most of the nobles are going to flee and run. If we have to take the fight towards him, certainly, all of the nobles are not going to stand back and just hold and fight. They're mostly pompous people that like to deal with underground schemes. They're not going to have much protection or weapons on them.
Bjorn, is everything quite all right?
We do a lot of talking. We need to.
You are correct, but. And she puts her hand on your shoulder and says, your way of doing things is effective. That is
How
true.
would we know? We haven't done.
Granted, however, understanding a plan is also very useful if you have patience with this process. I think we will make it even more effective for you to do what you do.
To be fair, this might be why your last party died, because they didn't plan well enough ahead.
Honestly, Bjorn would probably take a swing at you for that.
Dodge it.
I mean, I kind of want to see the swing.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah.
Roll to see if you hit.
This is not how it was supposed to go.
Are you pulling up D&D Beyond when the character sheet's in front of you?
I'm gonna roll on there.
Oh.
He wants to make sure it
You're not going
fucking
to use a
hits.
real die? All right.
Very well. I don't think patient defense is a reaction, Oscar.
It is not.
Beyond every little-
Others should consider his arm a projectile.
Here's a D20.
I have a D20.
Then roll.
My
it.
rolls are just cursed.
Okay, well, while you're waiting on that,
Is that loading YouTube?
so
No, it's
Oh,
taking you
fucking
while,
beyond.
while you're working on that and rolling on that, Vesper once again gives you a description of the layout. She says, so, as you approach Lord Shadowbanes' estate, my family's
You have
estate,
to update the app.
it is fenced and gated off initially, the grounds. Entering the main entryway will lead you on a path through the gardens. You will walk past a large multi-story tower. The tower is there for defense and observation of the grounds. What it is currently being used for, I do not know, but that is what it has historically been used for. Additionally, there was a treasury within, where that is where the family historically stored valuables, because it is the most heavily defended and guarded.
20.
Yeah, you.
Okay. So yeah,
You going over
you
that?
smack him. You smack him,
And
and
imagine you punch him right in the jaw.
yeah. Passing the tower, you will encounter the main entry of the estate, which is a large 2 sets of double doors on a front entryway that open up into an atrium. That atrium, which is approximately 15 feet height, so it's like expanded ceilings, then leads through a short hallway, which on either side of that hallway is essentially security, and technically what my grandmother told me before she passed, there were murder holes set in that, so that if in the event of an assault upon the property, security could effectively eliminate anyone attempting to breach the property. Through that short hallway, then, upon passing through that, you enter into the main chambers, which are almost in effect like a throne room. It is where my family would take audience with those that were under our protection, its subjects, if you will, and would hear their grievances, would grant them assistance, or mete out justice as needed in the event of disagreements between between multiple parties, where we would be the arbiters of what would occur. Off to the right of that led into what we would use as some of our quarters for servants, as well as a kitchen area and a hallway that primarily the hallway led back to a main ballroom area, where we would our family would host gatherings and stuff, and there was a kitchen back there as well that would provide for the meals and other sustenance and stuff needed. But that would be kind of the main entertainment space. It is also where my family historically would hold their own meals. Tables would be brought out for, just the everyday meals, but large parties, it would be cleared out, as it is a large space and made into a kind of a ballroom area. Continuing on through that would lead into private quarters on the kind of, if you're looking at from when you come in the left side of the estate, which there would also be a second story that also assisted with private quarters for the family. Off of the main hallway, once again, or the main, again, throne room, if you will, going to the left, that led into the attached tower to the structure, which was a combination of a chapel as well as some balcony spots with which to observe and and watch the proceedings of religious ceremonies and things like that in there. That's what we used it for in historical context. That essentially is the estate.
So we take him to the throne room, deal with the business there, I'm assuming?
Yeah, there's
I feel like that's gonna be a very public
thing. As
You
far
wanna
as
go to a private quarter.
We'd simply need to lead him off into a room more private.
We
for
take him to the
business.
bedroom.
that could be a possibility. You would have to. It is. They
the
were
thing
off
is,
of that
we got
main
a
ballroom
lot of
area.
big people in our group, so trying to take him to a bed.
So we don't all have to fucking take him there.
I also was meaning that genuinely and not any other way.
Well, no, I understand that.
Good.
My question is this. I'm assuming we can do the whole thing of like, oh, we would like to see what these grounds look like. What yada yada yada. Give us a tour. And then we go from there and then try to find the most secluded point.
I think if we requested a tour of the grounds,
We would
We
look
would-
suspicious because we got here on invite like we should have been here before, too.
I think we would either be dismissed because we are showing as guests. We
Mhm.
wouldn't be kicked out for that.
Well, some of us.
We'd either
are
get
going to be
dismissed and have a servant shown for showing us the grounds. If we give him a actual reason to want to speak to us, what does Lord Shadowbane not have that we do?
women.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't know about all of Gloom's secret escapades.
I'm sure he does.
No.
I
Because
want-
what Vesper told us is that Gloom keeps some business deal secret from the king. Or the monarch or whatever.
I never
Then-
said that.
Oh, I thought you did in one of the sessions.
No, I just said he dabbles in everything.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So I think the only thing we could do to lure Shadowbane off to his own is to feed him information that he may want more context towards, that of, say, a rebellion. Maybe we know a traitor, and we maybe slip it into conversation, and he hears it, and he wants to talk to us.
Could it be Gloom? The traitor?
I don't think that's going to go very far, as we are Gloom's guest, and we would be at his side the whole time.
You would. We would not.
Hide. And then when the time is
no,
right, you
I literally am going in as Fish Boy.
But the thing is, once you get in there as Fishboy, you can go to the bathroom, turn back to
Yeah, or I
Persephone.
can stay as Fish
Actually-
Boy and use that as leverage.
No.
Yeah.
This is actually a fantastic way of doing it.
Thank you.
because you
Hi.
mentioned some new crystal trade.
Yes, yeah, I was planning on like running with that.
So you keep running with it.
Absolutely.
You mentioned to Shadowbane that Jaloom is trying to usurp some power, and through this new crystal trade, maybe gathering in secret some allies. Therefore, he pulls us aside, wishing to speak to Jaloom about this, and you join us in conversation, and then it turns into a brawl in private.
Even if we don't all have 6 have to be there, as long as some of us are there, we can just say, "Yo, come in, time to beat up."
Well, to be
Like,
fair, if you're gonna
We
be
don't all 6 have to
if
casually
you're gonna
already
be the
be
fish
there.
boy at the party, we're gonna follow you because we're gonna be like your high.
No, I know,
guard.
but us 3 and them 3 don't have to be the same 3.
Oh yeah, I get that.
I'm saying you should join us, and then the 6 of us.
If I say,
I
"Yo,
think Lord
hey,
Shadowbane.
he's kind of gonna be a dick to you and betray you," let's all 3 of us go
No,
together.
you would come in afterwards. You're misinterpreting what I said.
Well,
I think we're ready for this event.
I think the 3 of us kind of slip about the crystal business. You see how Jalom reacts to it,
I'm sure he'll
but
be
you
interested.
mention it to Lord Shadowbane
To be fair,
anyway.
he's pretty
The
wasted when
whispers
you guys
may be
talked
enough
about it,
to
so you might
sway
be like,
him in the
"What?"
direction of knowing what's going on.
Shadow.
Fish boy.
No, what I'm saying is, since you got Jaloom
Hear
drunk when
me
you started
roar.
talking about it,
Hmm.
his
Hear
brain
you.
might be like, I don't remember talking about this, and it looked like he was lying or trying to cover it up because of how strong the liquor was. See? Which is the reason why I gave Gold that liquor in the first place, because if Jaloom gets targeted or we're using him as like basically bait, since
Don't
he was
worry.
drunk when you guys
It
were making the
is
deal, he might
your time.
react like, oh, I don't know what
All right,
you're talking about.
let's get going.
I agree with this plan.
I'm okay with
Let's
this.
go and kill a shadow mark.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
So you guys, evening time, heading towards Lord Shadowbane's estate.
Yes, Queen.
Okay.
Yes, bitch.
My
All right.
cummerbund is now green.
Okay, green it is. Is the green of Jaloom.
Oh my.
Oh,
He'd probably love
It-
that
It
shit.
really should be.
dude, he would get turned on so hard.
Exactly.
Yes, he
It
would.
He'd
should
make his
be.
I
pee-pee go.
wish I didn't have ears.
All right.
Too bad you have them.
So,
You're not Picasso.
are you arriving at the
Not
same
yet.
time, or are you
No,
splitting up
we
the
split up,
the
'cause
arrivals?
That would be
So
stupid
let's
to
say you
arrive
guys get out
together.
first to meet with Jaloom, and then we'll head out after.
How
them.
about a 3-minute delay between
How
parties?
That's
about
what I'm
like
saying, like,
a
no-
half hour?
No, 3 minutes.
3 minutes is not enough time.
A lot of people are trying to arrive punctual.
I mean, to be
I'm
fair-
fashionably late.
Well, no. The thing is, if the fish guy shows up,
He can't.
oh no,
I
he doesn't
have
have the
his
invitation.
invite.
Mhm.
Never
You
mind.
are fish boy. You
I
arrive
embarrassed
punctual.
him.
Okay, so
Oh
let's.
yeah,
He
you
got
got
beat
his
by a
fucking
girl.
invite. He's probably, you would infer he's probably sulking at
Or
home.
at home crying.
Yeah.
Okay, however you want to
He's
do it.
getting
works.
kind of like a bitch.
I took all his money.
Yeah, you made him a
And
punk ass
his
bitch.
pride.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
the
I
first
did
time
kind of
I think
serve
of
him
it.
up to you on a silver platter, but you won. The dice let you win.
All right, so we'll just head out in whatever fashion works best.
3-minute delay.
All right. So, you guys arrive first, and there are obvious, guards there, like checking things. They, you see one guy. He looks kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen one before, but it is a humanoid rhino.
Oh, okay.
He's a beefy boy. He's
Yeah, he's a
fucking
rhino.
huge. And near him is and I don't know what the name of the humanoid rhinos is, but I do for the elephants. There is also a loxodon, and which is kind of standing back and observing. But the rhino is like, invitations, please.
We're waiting for someone else to show up. Someone that we're guests to.
Okay. As you're waiting there, it doesn't take long. Literally like 30 seconds later, you see.
Look at that!
Oh,
A man of the hour!
I've been waiting for you.
Ah,
I will hide behind Thunder as I hear him approach, just shyly and playing hard to get.
You are so coy. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're with me.
And
yes.
the rhino just kind of nods and gestures in, and the three of you with Jaloom as well walk easily into the estate. You are now in the entryway of the gardens, making your way towards the main structure. A couple minutes later, you three arrive at the gate.
Them two show up. I show up 30 minutes later.
Okay,
Oh,
you
wait.
two show up, and you are there.
Waiting for her.
Invitations, please.
We're waiting for the royal we're supposed to protect. They might be running a little bit late.
Guards.
Yeah, you know the shtick.
Yeah.
It sucks, but at least it's a good money thing.
I was gonna ask. You actually get paid well?
Yeah, pretty decent. I mean, we went gambling a couple of nights ago, so at least we got paid enough to go gamble.
Nice.
How's the gig here?
Kind of shit, to be honest.
I'm sorry for that.
I mean,
I know. It's kind of shitty.
You don't do your job, you get sucked at, soul sucked. It's
Yeah, that seems like a bad payoff.
Yeah, I mean, but
I mean, what are you
job
gonna do?
security.
What are you
do a
gonna do?
good job, you actually get paid decent. But it's
Hey,
you
know
fuck
what?
up, you're dead.
you're the most important part of this party, man. You keep that.
Thank you, man. And he gives you a fist bump. He's like,
The two like
you guys are all right in my book.
workers fist bumping for being essential employees.
All right, just don't say shit.
Bjorn wasn't even paying attention. He's just got his arms crossed, looking off into the distance, waiting for. He's like, "Where the hell is she?"
Eventually, she shows up.
Bitch boy. 30 minutes later,
Alright.
as I discussed my
He-
plan was.
He showed up. So
I
yeah.
walk up with my papers.
All right. And you show the papers. He looks at them. He looks at you. He looks at you guys. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, after you, sir. Go right ahead.
Walk in.
And you walk your way in.
I'll toss him a soul coin as we go in.
He takes it. He's like, he looks at you. All right. The other thing you notice, especially as you walk in, Vesper with you, you guys walk in, to the main structure. There's two sets of double doors, kind of separated by a little bit of a wall in between, not too much, like 5 feet, but two sets of double doors. They are wide open, and there are other party goers. It's been like a constant stream of people that are either kind of like milling about the gardens and making their way inside the whole time, even the 30 minutes late that you are. Same kind of thing. Oh, thank you. You got the opener?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. And, oh, there we go.
Hey, is that one?
Oh, sorry.
That's all good. So, same kind of thing. There's lots of people making their way in.
I apologize for my comment.
You guys were kind of in the early group, making your way inside. What you notice is that all the way through, you definitely see lots of these shadowy creatures just kind of in and around this main hall that you enter. And in fact, let's go ahead and take a look at this main hall.
Anniversary. King Hamran.
Hey, Hamran, what's up?
Happy
Welcome, buddy.
affiliate anniversary.
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Nearly
No,
there.
that means
I thought it
that-
was a bot because
Yeah. No, that's Hank Hammerand. He is, he or she, sorry, I don't think I ever asked. But I'm pretty sure it's a he. But Hank Hammerand has been someone who has watched the channel for quite a while.
But it's
so-
the first word.
he's just been quiet.
Well, yeah, been quiet for a while. But no, Hank Hammerand has been around for quite a while. So here we go. We are going to
It's weird that there's a first message
if
and a
it'll
first
switch.
words notification.
I don't know why it says first words because Hank Hammerand has been around for a lot longer time.
Is it because they put like an emoji in or something?
I don't know.
Might just be bugged because it says Nightbot has its first words as well.
Yeah.
True.
All right, hold on.
What?
My toes are cracking.
My knees pop every time I go.
And
so.
hopefully
like
that will
popcorn
pop up.
chicken.
There we go. So now I can switch this.
It's getting a little bit chilly. I sleep down.
I was wondering why you had one sleep up.
Yeah,
Because
he
I
was
had to
putting
I have to
lotion
put
his
ointment on my
stuff
tattoo and I
every
don't want it to
fucking
get
20
on the
minutes.
shirt.
I got you.
I want it to heal properly, even though it's
Did they
feeling
not
pretty.
give you one of the like
Take your
thick
shirt
skin
off.
things?
They did. And you're supposed to wear it for like 3 to 4 days, and then you take it off, and then you.
Oh,
have
I guess you said you got it like a week ago.
to,
Yeah,
I got it on
sorry.
Thursday, so.
Yeah, no, I
literally-
was thinking you got it like 2 days ago.
No.
Yeah,
If it was 2 days ago, that second skin would still
that's
be.
what I
on.
was thinking. I was like, why isn't it still on?
All right, it'll take a moment for this to load in, guys.
Uh-oh, I see mushrooms.
Yep, it's just,
Holy
well, it just takes a moment for it to
spells.
load
Where's
in.
Mario?
Because it is a fairly detailed map. Once again, these go slow. But what you see is the main hall. Again, it is kind of like a throne room in the way it is set up.
I'll believe.
Slow as hell. You know, I might have to forego this just because as slow as it is and just
Do we
bogging
have
things
anybody
down.
who speak with plants?
I do.
I'm not a druid.
More. All
We'll,
right.
we'll give it a moment or two just to see if it works, but if not, we're gonna have to forego it just
Yeah,
because.
I can
Oh, it's starting
randomly
to
I
pop
can
in.
speak with plants, which I think is weird.
Hey, I speak with animals. Oh, holy shit.
I speak with humanoids,
God damn.
Me
but y'all didn't see that one coming.
I did not.
I guess the
Okay.
real question is how choppy the stream is now.
Okay, now
Choppy.
it's a little better.
We got that good old 4 frames per second.
Hell yeah, you love to see it.
As long as
4
the
frames
audio
per
is not
second,
choppy.
baby.
Okay, so right here, this is kind of the throne room area, if you will. And turn it around in the right direction. There it is. So this is where you enter. And in here, what you see is there are, throughout this area, there are several of those shadow creatures. There's one over here. There's one over this way, one over in this corner, one over in this corner, and there's one up here and one up here. So 6 of them that you notice, obviously. You don't know if there are others hidden anywhere, but you see 6 of them within just this room as you enter the main hall. There are also probably about 30 or 40 other people within just this room. Looking about, what you notice, and you guys will see the same thing when you enter. You will notice that probably about a third of those look important.
Wow.
The rest of them look to be bodyguards or retainers or servants that are hangers-on for the important people.
Okay.
You also see several people that don't seem to necessarily be attached to any one particular group. Perhaps they are servants of Lord Shadowbane himself. Perhaps they are slaves. Perhaps they are hired entertainment. You don't know. But all of them definitely do not look to be the important people. They just look to be there. You also notice that off to the right-hand side, and these doors over here, on this side right here, those doors are open, and after a bit of time of seeming to kind of mill around in this main area, some talking and socializing is occurring. There are some drinks and some appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, and things being passed around, but most
Is
people,
there any fish?
there might be.
I look disgusted.
Yes. And Poe is not here to disagree with you. Speaking of which, you guys have no idea what happened to Poe. He's gone.
There is fish. I'm excited.
But as you look around, you see that after a time,
Solid version.
in fact, what happens? What happens is
I was excited.
you
I'm not sure.
you three, you two and Vesper, you're kind of milling around in this area, and initially those doors over to the right hand side here are closed. When you arrive, Persephone and your little entourage,
Fish boy.
you three enter this area, and for about another 5 or 10 minutes those doors are still closed, and everyone's kind of milling about in here, and as more people arrive, by the time you guys arrive, and then about, like I said, about 5 or 10 minutes after that, now there's probably a good 150 to 200 people crammed into this fucking space. And these doors open and people start filing through them. Yes.
In that time in between, as it's a 30-minute interval between us getting in and them, I noticed on the map there are some mushrooms in the flower beds.
There are.
Gonna be right back.
Yep.
Can I make a nature check to see if they are as they should seem, or if they are maybe more than they really should?
Make a nature check.
More than meets the
Transformers.
Mushroom farmers.
That is a 14.
Okay. As far as you can tell, they are mushrooms. However, they look weird to you. You don't know whether or not this is because they are mushrooms in the Feywild or something else.
Context, I'm just trying to see if they're the same general myconid species that spawned Alpha.
And just to clarify, did you know anything about Alpha?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I
you
was,
were
Oh yes.
right? That's
He
okay.
was.
No, you're right.
He
you're
was
right, you're
hunting
right.
Alpha.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
knew lots about Alpha.
You knew a lot about it. Maybe, but it's really hard to tell.
And I'm in an environment where I can't examine them properly.
Not really.
So
Not really. Yeah, I mean,
Very well.
you could, but it would be really odd and suspicious.
yeah,
I
I'd be
think.
digging in a flower bed. In the middle of a
Yeah, people would
party.
be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, right now I'm just like curiously gazing at them,
Mhm.
like those are really pretty.
Yep.
Very well.
After that time is up, and and you guys have entered, those doors open, and you're all essentially led into the main ballroom area, which is in the back here. It is decked out. There are
Torches.
streamers kind of hanging from columns going between each other. There are all sorts of lights around of various colors. This looks like a fucking rave. It is decked out. It is wild. Over in the corner, over here, there's actually kind of a stage that has been built up, and there is a bardic troupe that is sitting there. And as you enter, they are already playing music, and it is not a songbird. It is lively music. It is exciting, and
Where's my champagne fountain?
yeah, as you enter, there are going through. No, there's no champagne fountain, but there is a bar along one wall, and it is stocked. There are several bartenders that are attending it and waiting as the patrons enter. There are also several servants mingling and walking around that have trays of drinks, hors d'oeuvres, whatever, kind of walking around. Music is playing, and as people file into the room, it's almost infectious. People begin just to dance. It's almost like they're compelled to. And everyone begins just having fun. This place starts bumping. It is hopping. Lots of nobles or politicians or whatever are having a blast. And there's even their servants or bodyguards seem to be kind of joining in. Some of them are standing back and being a little more professional, but most of them, everybody's getting involved kind of thing. At least to a small extent. As you guys all enter at approximately the same time, that's what you see. Excuse me. All right.
Insert fish dances here.
Fish dance?
Yeah.
All right, so someone swinging around a trout.
No, I am a fish.
I feel like fish would do like static dances, like walk the Egyptian and stuff.
Maybe. Do
Is-
some robot.
Lord Shadow anywhere to be found?
Lord Shadowfuck.
Give me perception checks. Anyone who wants to look.
I looked for Shadow Boy with a 19.
Oh wow. Hang on. That's actually not a bad roll.
24.
I also got a 24.
Okay.
Yeah, Bjorn is kind of wallflowering with his arms crossed.
Yeah,
just kinda
I
scanning
imagine.
the room.
I imagine you're one of the. There are some guards that are kind of being more professional and aloof. You're with them.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
Unnatural.
Dad.
As you're looking around, you don't see anyone that you think is the host or Lord Shadowbane himself. It just doesn't seem like, okay, well, I mean, it's a party, but I don't see anybody yet.
All right. Question here.
Mm-hmm.
That guy who Leon was talking to in the bar a couple sessions ago, talking about Shadowbane. I had a theory that he might be Lord Shadowbane. Do I see him around? Okay. All right. My theory's done.
What happened?
Nothing. We're all dancing.
So, as
It
you're
was a joke.
hanging out, looking around, for about the first 15 minutes or so, people are still kind of filing in. I mean, like I said, there's 150 to 200 people
Or I really should
that are all
arrive
just kind of
much
cramming into
later.
here. This party is pretty rocking, actually. It's pretty involved. But after about 15 to 20 minutes, over here, okay, come on, do your thing here. Over here, you see enter from this area, and it's like the seas kind of part, and people just kind of move out of the way. And then he moves up onto the raised stage. You see an individual. He's probably about 6 foot, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. We're pretty close to that, though, in height. Walk up and stand up on the stage. He is wearing a dark red with black trim robe. Collar kind of high and sticking up like this.
It's kind of like a cone thing.
Kind of like a cone going
Girl's
around.
got a fucking cone of shame on.
long sleeves coming down that open up, kind of like bell mouth kind of sleeves on himself.
So when you think of a Wizard of Thay kind of look,
Maybe. Okay, let me ask you this. This is dating myself. Who has seen Flash Gordon? Ming.
Oh shit!
He looks like fucking Ming.
Of course.
That's
it does.
the kind of clothes he's wearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gone too.
And you know, he's even got that fucking crazy ass like metal crown thing that's like
Yeah.
right to his head. He's got that. He comes up and I mean, slick hair, everything. You know, dark black eyebrows. You know, I mean, his eyes are. It's either a dark brown or almost a black. And he goes, "Welcome to my home. I trust you all are enjoying the festivities thus far." And everyone's like, "Yeah!" He's like, "'Tis only the beginning. Please partake, food, drink, dance, other entertainment.
Ew.
I hope you enjoy."
Who said that?
And
Spotlights all.
yep. And
Kill this guy.
he says, "Please, my home is yours." And then he raises a glass, drinks, and says, "Let the party begin!" And everyone shouts and goes, "Ah!" And the music ramps up and people are just going nuts, blah, blah. And he starts kind of mingling amongst the crowd. He seems happy, but kind of reserved as you see him kind of going amongst the crowd. And even people are like, you know, going nuts, blah, blah. And as he approaches, they seem to calm down and they're like, "Oh, hey," you know, shaking hands, talking to him and everything. And he's talking and, you know, you can't really hear what's being said because the music is just going. And so it's more like, you know, lean in and kind of, you know, almost shout into their ear from this far away just to be heard. But, you know, that's what's going on. And he's just kind of making his way among the crowd.
Can
This
I
guy seems pretty chill.
try to make it so that I am in
we
his
did that.
line of
Oh,
people he's
easily.
meant to be seeing
Easily.
here in a
There's
second?
Oh, I thought you
Tons of people all over the place.
Easily.
So it's easy to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to, you just kind of have to,
I'll
oh, he's
move-
coming this
I'll
way.
move appropriately
Yeah.
because I want to talk to them.
Absolutely. Okay. You guys, what are you guys doing up? I know you're kind of like back against the wall. Are you also there?
No, I'm following her right behind her.
Okay, so you're like staying right with her. Okay.
Which red room?
Against the
Oh,
wall. What do you do?
I'm now looking at who I
Jolene.
presume is Lord Shadowbane.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah, and just keeping a lock on him,
Okay.
waiting for
What
a
are you
signal
doing?
from the rest of the group.
I already know what he's doing. He's following kind of right behind Persephone.
Spreading rumors that I'm the next big thing.
Give me deception check.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So I'm kind of following in his lead, and I'll be like, quite frankly, like 3 minutes behind, kind of where he is, just not the same path, but I'm kind of going around with the Jaloom at this point.
Jaloom is like in the middle of, I mean, technically everywhere is a dance floor, but he's kind of in the middle of shit and he's twerking. This is goblin twerking right
I
here
thought
going
he
on.
wasn't a bottom. Okay.
No, he's just going to town. He's having fun.
This campaign is done. We're killing you.
All right. Would Gold find an opportunity in the middle of the chaos to like maybe get lost in the dance and slip away?
Oh, that's easy.
Uh,
There's so much activity going on.
Can I like play the dumb blonde while this is going on and kind of like Jaloom, those crystals, like as if I wanted a fix.
Deception check. What do you want
24.
on the?
The thing that you had me
Deception
roll
check that you
for, the
asked him to
deception.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Okay,
a
good
great
to know.
roll.
Persephone.
Yeah.
So you're trying, while you guys are doing it, you are trying to maneuver your way into the path.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too hard. You're you manage to like, oh, you know what? Let me just move over here a little bit. Oh, no, back here. Okay, let's just wait. He's coming this way. Eventually, he approaches. He sees you. He's like, Santos,
Eh. Oh,
good to see you.
great party, man.
He and he kind of reaches out to give you a hug.
Sure. Kapoof.
Okay.
He has an anti-magic barrier around.
No, I forgot I was doing disguise stuff when I agreed to the hug, but it's fine.
All right. He
Never
He
hug
feels
me.
he kind of leans back and he give me an insight check.
Santos, you smell different today.
That's a 14 plus not a high number 8.
Okay. He
That's
he
a
says,
14.
I am so glad you could join us. I see you have new protection as he looks over towards.
Yeah, last
To-
one's got a
Torbrak.
little too annoying.
Fair enough. But enjoy the party. I hope you have a good
Oh.
time.
Before you go, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I've been hearing a bunch of bullshit, for lack of a better term, with Jaloom trying to extend his territory. Just thought I'd bring it to your attention.
That little shit. I tolerate him, but I wouldn't worry. But I appreciate the heads up. All right, going back around, you two.
Did I get anything off that insight check, by the way?
You got what I just said.
Okay, so that. I mean, did it seem like he was genuine with what he said?
Sure. You're trying to
11.
ask about.
Wait,
11.
what? It wasn't a asking. It
Well,
was,
you're implying.
It was as I'm like kind of getting separated in the dance of the chaos.
Yeah.
Like I'm asking for like
Crystals.
essentially.
Yeah. Jaloom. Interesting. Okay. Jaloom, for the moment, is ignoring you. And he is just having a blast, going to town, dancing. He doesn't love you. What again was it you were
Open
trying
up
to
one
do?
extra button.
So I
Take
said
your shirt off.
I
I can't miss
was
you.
spreading rumors
Okay.
that I am the next big thing
next
with
big
my
thing.
crystal mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's me.
Torbrak.
Yeah.
You hear the interaction between Persephone and Lord Shadowbane.
Yeah, because we're screaming.
What are you doing, if anything?
Do I just want to make a perception check to see who he keeps around closest to him, just to get an idea.
Okay, yeah, roll perception while you're doing that. Anything in particular you're doing? You do see.
Yeah, and I walk
him
over
approach.
to her
Okay,
afterward
okay.
and ask, "What's the deal? What's going on?"
Bro doesn't fucking think shit of Jaloom, so I don't know how it's gonna go.
21 for me.
Okay.
Bro does not give a shit.
Going back around.
Going is just like,
Yeah.
You.
Be fair,
You
I thought
notice
was gonna have to
he-
bluff.
As of right now, he seems to be by himself, just kind of floating through the crowd. There isn't anyone that is following him or close to him. He just seems to be kind of on his own. And you do notice that he doesn't seem like he's got a care in the world. Anyone else, like anyone around him, he doesn't seem like he's concerned in the least bit. Okay.
Hello. Sorry, quick question. The Dementors are in this room.
Oh, yes, there
okay.
are-
I know you said they were in the last room. I
They're in
just
the last
assumed
room.
they
Yeah,
fell in.
I didn't mention it. There are several of them.
Okay.
In fact, anyone and everyone can do perception checks if they want.
also, how tough does Jaloom look? Or not Jaloom, Lord Shadowbane.
Lord Shadowbane? Okay. I will let you know.
Holy
No
shit.
perception for me. I'm good.
28.
Oh, you also got a nat 20. Nice.
Yeah.
I did not.
Except
get
it's
that
rare for
20.
me.
Anyone who got higher than a 20, because there are so many people in this room, but anyone who got higher than 20, you count approximately 8 of these things, of the shadow creatures, in and amongst the crowd.
Five more than our ball.
Kind of mostly staying to the outskirts, but sometimes moving a little bit in. As far as how badass does he look? I mean, the dude's got some style, but
Nerd.
But like, if you had to put a CR rating on it.
yeah, if you had to put a CR rating on him, you'd be like, he looks a little bit scrawny, a little skinny. You know,
Does he
I mean,
look
maybe
like
he's
a
got some
bitch?
maybe he's got some lean muscle.
Spellcaster.
Maybe he's got some lean muscle, but
That nat
I mean,
20 perception.
but like if I sat on him, I'd probably crush him. You know, that kind of thing. So he looks physically not super intimidating. He is, like I said, he's about 6 foot ish. So he's not.
What is he again? A human?
He looks humanoid.
An elf?
He looks humanoid. Looks human.
Does he have knife ears?
It's hard.
bro.
It's hard to tell with the kind of metal cowl crown thing on. It kind of
Okay.
covers most of his head.
But he
It's-
just looks humanoid.
He looks humanoid. You're very maybe human, maybe elf, maybe
Not
a
like
combination.
blue or green skin or anything.
No, just kind of a
He looks
a
fairly
mostly-
average
just
a
an
mostly pale
average
guy.
Joe.
with black hair. Yes.
Yes, it is.
This
It is
changes
jet
everything.
black hair, jet black eyebrows. His eyes are kind of a brownish
Lord
black.
Gortash.
He's got a goatee and a mustache.
He's
The goatee is
stereotypical
actually
evil.
very, very sharp. It kind of comes to a point. Very angular in his features. Like I said, it's like a deep red and black trimmed robe. Wide sleeves. Okay, kind of flows out near the legs as well. You can't really see the boots because it kind of covers that, but you know, just based on
He's like
if
he's got like a kimono on.
yeah,
That's the
kind
crazy-
of. But he's I mean, dude's got a good style. I mean, it fits him.
I'm sure
Alright.
he's gonna.
But it's you physically, you'd be like, "Cha, that guy's a pussy," you know. But
Basically, you can go.
You know,
yeah, you
Yeah.
feel like you could do that,
bad.
but I mean, that's just first impression look.
What?
Alright.
BG3.
Okay.
I already
Leon.
said Gortash.
Slash
Yeah,
thunder.
that's what I
Hello.
was thinking initially. I
Um,
remember.
give me a perception check.
Okay. Okay. 29.
Oh God, yes. What kind of rumors are you trying to spread?
I told you.
No, be more specific.
This is the third time I've said rumors
Be more
about
specific.
mining rights and me being the next big thing and talking all about how I'm going to change the world.
Okay. You are listening around, and your rumors seem to be taking hold. There are other people looking at you, talking about you, saying, "Look at that motherfucker. Dude, do you hear?
He looks like he's
You
gonna
hear?
change the world.
Dude, we need to try to get in with that guy. He's got the connections. He's good." So you hear that kind of stuff coming back.
Fucking
Gold
The dwarven
Yeah.
miners.
coming back to you. Like I said, it takes a while. Give me another persuasion check.
I still am not good at those. 8.
Okay. Jalum is starting to get tired of dancing. As he looks at you and you mentioned
I grow
crystals, and
weary.
he's like,
Let's go make love.
"Don't you have your
Sweet, sweet.
don't you have your contact? Well, hey, thunder.
Do I hear him?
Oh yeah, he's like
Thunder.
trying to get your attention. He's like,
Thunder.
That's
snoring bastard!
Don't call me that.
You, you're my partner, damn it.
Hello.
Where are the crystals? Got any with you?
Of course not.
What?
I'm not going to bring it here.
Why not?
I'm not gonna bring drugs to a party. That's dumb.
You a cop?
you a little you know what I'm saying?
Do you not feed your
my feelings.
do you not feed your progeny?
I have to get people interested before I can give them anything.
mean, you can't get them interested without samples. But we don't bring samples.
We don't bring samples. This is not a Publix.
Jason, can I cast
You didn't come to
Goodberry?
Costco.
Of course you can.
I'm gonna drop a couple of them in the flask of dragon alcohol.
Okay.
But you actually have these crystals?
No, he's making berries.
I'm
good
making crystals.
He's making alcohol that makes you feel like you don't have to eat anymore for the rest of the day.
Good.
I'm
berry.
looking at you.
What's going on?
Can you
Good
cast
berry?
cold magic?
Or very
Cold
good.
magic.
Can you freeze a flask?
What do I look like? A sorcerer?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not.
Well, like
Let me
a
see.
paladin.
More like a.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Otherwise, can
all
you
correct
contact
answers.
Persephone? I think she can.
She probably can. I wouldn't
Son
be
of a
surprised if she
bitch.
couldn't, though.
Can anyone freeze shit?
Just give me a
Freeze?
moment.
No. Melt? Yes.
If I level up right now and change what type of element my Storm Herald Barbarian chooses, I can choose ice.
I can.
Entering a
shape
rage, I can
water.
Do
freeze
not
the stuff
one of you
around
have
me.
manipulate water.
I can shape it.
I can make friends with your
I think
alcohol.
shape water can
Shape
freeze.
water
I'm
can actually freeze
reading
water.
it right now.
Yes, you can.
I can freeze the water.
Yes, shape water can allow.
I need Persephone right now.
I cast make
She's
friends on the good
fish,
berry.
right?
I have no fucking clue where she is, but yes.
Oh no, not
She's
make
the
friends, just
fish?
friends.
Yes.
We've
You-
never seen the fish.
Never mind.
It doesn't matter if you know that
You know
Persephone is
Persephone.
supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Message would work.
Well, not even that. You would see these two following some random
Yeah.
fish around. You put two and two
Technically.
together.
Okay, then I'll do
Yeah.
that. 'Cause,
Yeah, I would say that tracks.
hey, you. We need your assistance.
Okay.
We need you to
Okay.
freeze something.
Point me in direction.
Here.
I'm gonna like start dancing
I
like a little
freeze
sluttily.
Thunder.
Give me a performance check.
What? Fuck.
Just.
I'm trying to get attention,
Hey.
and I know why you're making me roll. But fuck.
But fuck you said.
Hey,
Did say
read the
fuck.
shirt.
yeah.
7.
You dance like shit.
Dude, I have rolled like 7, 8, 9. It's been. Did you roll in at 1?
No, it's an at 20 if he's laughing.
It's not a 20.
No.
What is it, an at 1?
No.
Pretty close.
3.
Yes.
You
Go gets the slip
Your
by with the
dancing-
bullshit.
is
Dance
adequate.
was shit. But his
So,
eyes were
do
shittier.
you remember the X-Men cartoon from the 90s? You know Kitty Pryde's dance
Oh,
in the
yeah.
intro?
Oh, fuck.
That.
Yes, fucking.
Exactly.
Oh,
Like
hell
Kitty
yeah.
Pryde and Rogue
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yo, where's the beast when you need him? Oh, he's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
So you're doing that.
I'm trying to get the fishman's attention right now.
Yeah.
You
She,
fucking have attention. What do you need?
Freeze it, fuck.
Are
So
you
visceral.
holding a thing? Like, what is
Yeah.
happening?
I have a flask in my
Okay.
hand.
The
that
dance
I'm-
doesn't stop. He's just like,
like,
Hold still. I can't target.
you see like blocks of ice in the air.
kills someone as it falls on.
It kills the goblin because it's.
I'm not that tall.
I freeze your shit.
Anyways, yeah, she freezes my flask a little bit.
okay.
No, it's not a little bit. That's an ice cube now.
No.
Yeah.
You froze the water, not the alcohol. That's the fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can do is I have
It's not that fun.
a like partially frozen flask here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The slushy.
I'm going to like out of my bag of holding, pull out like a piece of like paper.
Mhm.
Going to bang up the flask a little bit, throw out a little bit of it, compress it, hand it to the goblin.
I
Okay,
just
so
watched you
it's
make
a,
this.
Can I make a survival check
it's
for that?
frozen good berry / alcohol.
Like,
Frozen goodberry alcohol goodness.
What? But did you make a straw?
No.
What was the paper for?
To compress it into a like crystalline shape.
Basically, make it look like the crystal drugs that he was trying to pin off to the goblin.
But it's basically just-
Can I make a survival check for crafting, please?
Yes.
Can you have a bardic inspiration? Yes.
Please.
Yes, you can.
Take that D10, baby.
So 2 + 9 is 11, plus 4 is 15.
I was gonna say you better roll
I rolled a
good.
2 on the
You
dice.
better roll
Confused. So
good.
frozen water,
but-
unfrozen alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that crystal?
So
It's
because
fine. I'm
it's
just
not
gonna-
distilled
it's fine.
molecularly, it is at least between 7 to 15% alcohol, which would allow me to crush and maneuver in a
Okay. And
cone.
anyway,
Anyways, yes.
you had to roll good, but you rolled good enough. So as you make this, Jaloom is like,
I thought you said you didn't have any.
and he grabs some,
I whisper in his ear, he didn't have any.
and he just immediately pops it in his mouth. And he's like,
Real quick,
Bro,
as,
so wasted right now.
because I see this happening as he eats it, can I cause a warm just I want it to be warm going down his throat.
what are you using?
Is
to
it
do
an
that?
alcohol?
Prestidigitation.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Bro, I'm a fish at a party.
Do you have subtle spell?
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay.
Oh
So
shit!
yeah,
I'm a fish at a party.
nobody notices it. Nobody notices it.
You were like,
Um,
have a say,
and-
no, it's a-
And he's like, whoa.
I helped.
And he looks over at you, and he's like,
We're gonna be rich.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, yeah.
you start seeing Goblin dancing. He's just going nuts.
Mini me from Austin Powers.
Oh yeah, he's going nuts. He's having a blast. As you all see this, I need perception checks from everybody.
Bro, you think I'm paying attention? I'm not.
Well, then, if you're
You know
not
what,
paying
it
attention,
counts.
roll at disadvantage.
Nine.
I wish it didn't count.
16.
What are we rolling for?
Perception.
10.
10 for me as well.
I'm at a parquet.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
on the die.
19.
You two notice that after making his way through the crowd, kind of doing the meet and greet with everyone, Lord Shadowbane kind of maneuvers himself back the other direction and seems to kind of disappear off from whence he came to the left-hand side of the party. If you actually look at the map, he's kind of goes this direction and disappears over that way. And you don't see him at that point. You know he went that direction. He may or may not be. I mean, who knows if he came back out? You didn't see, but he went that way, and you lost track of him at that point.
Whoever's nearest to me, I just kind of, he's on the move. And I start making my way towards where I saw him disappear.
Anybody? You're the other one who noticed him.
Oh, he's the only one that noticed him?
You two noticed him.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
But you're the only
I
other
imagine you
one.
flicked him because you
Yeah,
two
whoever
were
was
close
closest to me.
together.
probably me.
I am going to keep this information to myself, and I'm going to play it cool for now. I want to see what you kind of trigger.
I'll let Persephone
But
know
I'm
by,
moving.
like,
I'm
nudging the
maneuvering
fish.
my way closer to Thunder.
Okay.
Fine.
All
I
right.
got fish boy for about 30 more minutes, so I'm gonna
Alright.
hang tight.
Fish boy better go to the
Nobody else
bathroom.
moves?
when,
No, no, no.
when I
As
need
soon as
to.
you move, I let her know that I'm moving with you to start following us that way.
So you two are going together.
Yeah.
And you let her know. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm maneuvering to him, which will eventually lead me to relay the information. We'll decide whether to move
Okay.
towards that or not.
Yeah, and you get close enough to Thunder, you can relay that information. You hear from Torbrek, he's like, "Hey, look, we're going this way."
Yeah, I'm gonna keep in message contact with them for as long as I reasonably can.
Okay. It's
It's not super.
the room's
yeah.
big, but not that
No, I
big.
know.
You can easily do that. What is your plan?
I'm assuming we're
I'd
just
probably
gonna-
take like 5 or 6 more steps and see nobody else moving and go,
Well, he was going with you.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm like, let's just keep going.
all right.
Let's keep going. We're gonna start this shit.
Yes,
And
enough waiting
You
around.
just gotta go around the room. So that's what you're doing.
I just got informed of this by him again, right?
You should try talking again, but without yelling.
I got informed by him in game just now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did you tell anyone? If you said you didn't tell anyone.
No, he
No,
danced
I
over
was
to
making my
Thunder
way
and
towards
then
him. I was
told
going
him.
to
Oh.
relay the
My
information.
bad.
Well, then everyone's got their attention on Thunder Snoring Mountain, which means that if I am not Thunder Snoring Mountain, I don't exist.
Yes, change right in front of everybody while they're all having.
Where's the bathroom?
She always shits on my plans. One day I will break her legs.
So, what if I, out of my sack, pull out, say, some kind of like cloth, as if I'm giving you an erotic dance, but it gives you a chance to recover your face?
Yes,
Because Gold has gone full slut.
you are.
Gold got so pervy in the last 2 sessions.
Gold is role playing. It's okay.
So,
That's how he likes
is
it.
that,
Very well.
is that
I'm
what
role
you're,
playing a man role playing.
is that what you're attempting to do?
Yeah, I'll pull out of my it's the bad thing is it's a basic adventurer's blanket, so it's like the olive green standard issue army bullshit.
Hold on. I will make it change colors for you with prestidigitation.
You're right. You make it pride
Okay.
rainbow bullshit.
Okay. Performance at advantage because of Perceptive's assistance.
15, 16. There we go. 16 minus 1's 15.
Okay.
And while he's doing that,
Okay. It's a pretty good performance. What are you
gonna
doing?
Change the mask.
All right. Roll percentile.
Are you gonna be Helga?
I don't know. It's the die that determines that.
I hope he ends up as a halfling.
I hope I end up as a really cool half elf bard.
You could just turn the mask
Named
off
Leon.
and turn back into Leon, right?
No, I could do that,
Oh, excuse me.
but I don't want to.
Whatever makes
Pleasure.
oh, gee.
That could always be a oops, I didn't like this one.
74.
Okay, hold on.
You're still the same person.
Did you ever roll 69 on that?
We did, and it was the first one. It was,
The Helga check, I thought.
yeah, it fucking.
So
Yes, that
No,
was
Bramble
Bramble
Bip.
Bip.
so that was the 69 that I remember
Yep.
in the campaign. Okay.
Okay. 74, you say?
Yeah.
Bobby.
All right.
That or not be.
More like Bramble Dilf.
Shut the fuck up.
This campaign's off the rails right now.
It has been for a while now. Ever since that Lord O'Rourke guy fucking died.
No.
All right. So,
Feywild.
excuse me.
You're excused.
You're excused.
So,
Not your bro.
greetings, Hagrid Separate.
Hagrid.
Hagren.
Separate.
Hagrid.
Hagren.
What race?
Separate. Sepret. You are a half orc cleric of the Grave Domain. You you look like you are wearing a green sleeveless tabard with a down the center is a white strip that has the symbol of your god on it. The god here is Irori, Irori. Underneath your sleeveless tabard, you have a dark brown leather kind of scale armor that comes out in leather pauldrons. You have leather scale arm guards, as well as leg guards on your upper legs, your quads, and around your midsection. Coming off of that, you additionally have a drinking horn, a couple pouches. You are carrying what looks like a large mace, and you have a kind of a dark gold, bronze, and leather helmet coming down across your face, framing your face open like this, but like coming down like this.
Is this a dude or a chick?
It's a man.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm very stuffy right
I think your allergies are getting to
now.
you.
Yeah, it's definitely allergies right
Is the season.
now. I'm.
It's like the second half orc I've gotten.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think,
no,
I think you are correct. It is.
Imsh was just a full-on orc. Okay.
Imsh was an orc, full orc. This is a half orc.
A fork, if you will.
Yes. Full orc or fork. So you changed to that. You are now Hagrid. Not Hagrid. Hagrid.
Sounds kind of like
You're a
Hagrid
hairy
because of the
wizard.
fact that your nose is stuffy.
I know.
Well, no, fucking Thunder was a hairy wizard.
Yeah. So, there you are.
My plan's fucked now that Thunder's gone, though. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Going after the guy.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
start
like-
heading the same direction they are?
Mhm.
So now, what are you two doing? Because they are all heading that direction.
I'm waiting for them to communicate with message to at least give me some kind of
I
what's
can't
happening.
message
We
you.
don't have message.
I
He does.
stayed in message communication with you.
That's
I
not how that
specifically
That
said
means you can respond back.
Oh, we're following the target, seeing where this leads. If we have to start the combat with that,
Okay,
you
well,
guys just
Let me know where it's leading and if I need to hop in.
Gotcha.
He looks like a
I'm going to stay 10 feet back, but I will be slowly making my way towards the
Okay.
front
I need everyone.
to roll initiative.
No. I need everyone to roll stealth checks just to basically just to see how well you move through the crowd towards where you saw Lord Shadowbane go.
What if I'm not
This is a
doing
group
that,
this is a
though?
group effort.
11.
But I'm not doing any of
So you're not gonna do that, so don't roll.
Okay.
You're just hanging out?
I'm actively
Okay.
chilling at the party still.
24.
17.
11.
Okay. With that, the majority of you are moving towards that direction. You're heading kind of to the left, if from the view we have of the ballroom, the direction that Lord Shadowbane seemed to disappear at. As you are heading that direction, kind of maneuvering your way through the crowd, no one seems to take any particular note of you. You are still kind of just hanging out in the party, chilling. No one seems to take any particular note of you. I now need perception checks from everybody, including you.
Oh.
Ooh. Jinx. 27.
23.
17.
15.
Yeah, 20,
3.
23 and 27.
27.
You two notice that Lord Shadowbane seems to be standing kind of right at the edge of the quote unquote party room of the ballroom, if you will.
Mhm.
And he's kind of watching everything, and he has on either side of him, he has one of those shadows that is also kind of looking out in that direction. They seem to be watching everything that is happening. And as you are slowly making your way towards that direction, you see Lord Shadowbane kind of glance up to one of them. Both of you see this on the left, and then glance up to the one on the right, just kind of nod, turn around, and disappear behind the drapery that kind of closes off the entryway there. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Okie dokie.
All right, so we did not get anyone who put in whiskey in the chat, so we are going to hold on to that giveaway until next time. So thank you all for watching, and we will try to do that giveaway next session. Hopefully, I mean, trust me, these are pretty cool whiskey glasses. I really enjoy them. So hopefully someone will want one. Maybe we'll even sweeten the pot with some dice trays. Who knows? But next time, so next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Central Time, we'll see you for Atavar Ascension episode 80.